Riley Thompson putting it down at the 15-yard line. Tyler Dzansky in position to snap it. Oh, they're playing music during their PAT try. Dzansky snaps it, spotted, and the kick is up. And the kick is good. So Penn State now with a 10-0 lead over Ohio State with 5:37 to play first quarter. Timeout on the field. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Evan Williams Bourbon is the official bourbon sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This fall, reach for Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Evan Williams 1783 Small Batch. Made in Louisville, Kentucky, this lineup of award-winning bourbon is extra aged for a rich and smooth taste that's easy to enjoy. Sip Evan Williams neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Go Buckeyes! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43.45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Think wisely, drink wisely.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
Alrighty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review, there is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Family is a full-time job. There's lunches to make, laundry to do, the list goes on. It's a lot. But with Kohl's Epic Deals, I don't spend a lot. I got Active Styles for $9.99, a kitchen appliance for $12.99, and teas for $7.99. Plus, I earn 3 times the rewards as a Kohl's Rewards member. See for yourself now through Sunday only at Kohl's. Select styles. Offers in September 29th. Kohl's Rewards enrollment required for rewards. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeye fans, power up and carbon down with AEP Energy and Eco Advantage. Their 100% renewable energy plan for your home or business. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Zion Tracy, a 31-yard pick six off an interception from Will Howard, has given Penn State a 10-0 lead over Ohio State with 5:37 to play first quarter. Down on the field to Clay Holm.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Will Howard coming home, wanting badly to be a Nittany Lion, and he's now dug his Ohio State team quite a hole here. So we're a real test of his mental and physical fortitude to get Ohio State at least get some points here on this next drive.
Boy, that pass looked like it just took forever to get out into the area the receiver and the defender didn't.
Yeah, it looked like Jeremiah Smith was, the intended receiver there, but you're right, it kind of floated it out there, and Zion Tracy ran right underneath it, read that thing perfectly, and had no one really in his path to get in the end zone, and took that pick six there. And Paul, I think it's the first time we've trailed by 10 all season.
I think you're right. 7th interception of the year for the Penn State defense. Gabriel Wasu will be kicking off from the Penn State 20 because of the unsportsmanlike penalty against Jalen Reed after the scoring play.
Ohio State had 2 rushes there by Quinshon Junkins and 1 pass to the other team.
Yes, Lorenzo Stiles and Emeka Ibuka back to await the kickoff from Gabriel Wasu. 9-0, Penn State on top with 5:37 to play first quarter. Wasu approaches the ball, puts it in the air with the right foot, and taking that kick will be Emeka Ibuka at the Ohio State 10. Brings it up the right side to the 20, wheels his way to the 25, and he's going to go down around the 26-yard line. So not much room to operate, and it's Wasu, the kicker, who is involved in that tackle.
Yeah, good hustle there by number 99.
So the Ohio State offense will get their second try at things, but in a 10-point hole. A Ryan Barker 29-yard field goal and a 31-yard pick six by Zion Tracy put Penn State on top by double digits. So Will Howard and the Ohio State offense will start this possession at their own 26-yard line.
Well, it looks like they're playing Vanover, number 15, on first and second downs. On third downs, they brought Dennis Sutton in.
Quinshon Judkins behind Will Howard, starting in a pistol. Now it's a straight shotgun with Judkins off the left-hand hip of the Ohio State quarterback, who gets the snap. Screens it left side. Judkins gets to his 24 and knocked down by safety Jalen Reed at the Ohio State 24.
Emeka Ibuka was blocking on Jalen Reed, and Jalen Reed was able to blow up Emeka there and get by him and get a TFL for maybe a half a yard loss.
You know, it looks like the scoreboard, according to that, they're going to say just to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, Ohio State at their own 26-yard line. G. Scott, Carnell Tate, wide left. Wide to the right are Emeka Ibuka and Jeremiah Smith. Snap a low one to Will Howard. He throws under pressure, hits Smith at the 30-yard line, and he's taken down at the Ohio State 35-yard line. And taken down by corner Jalen Kimber is Jeremiah Smith.
Well, big play here, 3rd and 1. Buckeyes got to find a way to keep a drive alive and go get some points here, but they have to have success here on this short yardage play.
That 3rd and 1 that you talked about will originate from Ohio State's own 35 with 4:40 to play in the first quarter and Penn State leading 10-0. Everybody pinched in tight. Will Howard will get under center to take the snap, and he's going to lean forward and get that yard that was needed and should be a first down as they'll separate the bodies. Right there on top of him was defensive tackle Devon J. Thomas. A first down pickup presented by Kroger.
Well, the first carry of the game for Will Howard. The most carries he's had all season was against Iowa, where he had 10.
So the drive will continue for the Buckeyes at their own 37, trailing 10-0 as we near the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Ibuka and Tate go wide to the left. Smith wide right. Tight end Bennett Christian is part of an offset eye surrounding quarterback Will Howard with Judkins at tailback. First down Buckeyes from their own 37. Snap to Will Howard, and he hands it off Judkins. Running right side, and he gets off a defender, moves to his 40, wiggles his way to his own 48, and goes down right in front of safety Zakee Wheatley. But Judkins is able to pick up an Ohio State first down.
Best run we've had in a couple weeks.
We've seen a couple of low snaps here too, Jim.
Yeah.
Let's hope that changes.
Yeah, Judkins able to turn the corner there right in front of the Ohio State bench and pick up that first.
At their own 48-yard line. Quinshon Judkins will be to the left of quarterback Will Howard. 3 receivers wide left for the Buckeyes, who trail 10-0 with 3:27 to play in the first quarter. Now Howard giving instructions to the lineman. Judkins will flip over to his right-hand side. Buckeyes working from their own 48-yard line. And Howard option pitch. Judkins right side 50-yard line. Races to the 40 of Penn State. Moves to the Penn State 30 where he's cut down and out of bounds after securing a first down. Safety Jalen Reed with a tackle, but the option play gives the Buckeyes another first down.
Yeah, almost into the red zone there. They got a little bit of work to do. They're going to spot that to 30-yard line, but Ohio State has found a little bit here on this drive. Now they've got to finish a drive for a touchdown.
They found some success with Quinshon Judkins, who will now be replaced to tailback by Travion Henderson.
First time he's played.
Yeah. You know what, Jim? I think he was in on the interception. Yeah.
Okay.
So first down, Ohio State at Penn State's 30. Jeremiah Smith will go wide to the right. 3 receivers off the line to the right. Pitch comes out to Henderson running right side, short side of the field, and he's taken down to the Penn State 25-yard line, and he is wrestled down by linebacker Kobe King.
Kobe King coming into the ballgame with 34 tackles, 1 sack. He's got good size at 6'1", 248. Was able to run him down. He's built like a linebacker.
Honorable mention All Big Ten last year, Kobe King.
Gain of 5, looks like.
Yep, to make it 2nd and 5. Buckeyes of the Nittany line, 25 with 2:18 and counting first quarter. 10-0 Penn State leading. Smith wide to the right, 3 others flanked left for Ohio State. Will Howard is going to come to the line and get set under center. Seth McLaughlin to take a snap with Henderson behind him at tailback. And Howard rolling to his left looking to throw. Howard pants, fires deep down the right side. Ibuka got into the goal line for a touchdown. Emeka Ibuka, 30 yards through the air. He hauls it in from Will Howard. And the Buckeyes get on the scoreboard. They trail 10-6.
Boy, they needed that drive, didn't they, Paul? And they came through. Excellent job running the football. They got it to that 30-yard line, and then they went with some play action. They had 3 people lined up on the left of the tight bunch formation. They kind of faked that way, and then they rolled out to the right, and no one was on Emeka Ibuka. He caught that right at the goal line and walked into the end zone.
Keeps his catch streak going at 32 consecutive games. His 7th TD catch of the year. Howard's 18th touchdown pass. And the PAT unit on. John Furlman to snap. Joe McGuire to spot. And Jaden Fielding, the kick for the 7th point of the game. His kick is in the air, and his kick splits the uprights. And with that touchdown, that's another donation from the Heartland Bank Community Foundation to the USO of Central and Southern Ohio, benefiting our active duty military personnel and their families. For more information or to support our troops, go to usocso.org and be the force behind the forces. Timeout. There is 1:59 to play first quarter. It's 10-7. Penn State leading Ohio State. Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
We know you're a fan, but is Buckeye pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give blood drive and help settle once and for all that The Ohio State gives the most spirit. Again, visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up.
Wish you could call a play or two? You can get in the game when you play the Bob's Discount Furniture Dare to Compare Challenge. When you dare to compare Bob's winning styles with the competition, you get on-trend, high-quality furniture for every room in your home that costs hundreds, even thousands less than other brands. See how much you can save when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeyes are known for paying it forward. That's why Buckeyes Care strives to serve the betterment of our community by positively impacting families across Ohio. Join partners American Electric Power, Kroger, Donato's, the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the James Cancer Hospital, Huntington Bank, and WBNS-TV in Columbus, and supporting this cause at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/BuckeyesCare. The Buckeyes on the board. Will Howard, a 30-yard TD pass to Emeka Ibuka, plus the point after. But Penn State has the lead by a score of 10-7 with 1:59 to play in the first.
The Ohio State scoring drive, powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 7 plays, 74 yards, 3:32 off the clock. Quickly down to Clay Hall.
Yeah, we asked for physical and mental fortitude from Will Howard. How about that? Rolls left, throws right, Emeka for the touchdown. And at that point, Brian Hartline and Brandon Ennis exploded off that bench.
That is career touchdown catch number 21 for senior Emeka Ibuka. He now has number 9 position all by himself in the Ohio State record book in that department.
That's the 18th touchdown for Will Howard. He completed his last 3 passes after that miscue on the first one.
Yes. Nice bounce back.
Yes.
Jaden Fielding to kick off for Ohio State, who trails 10-7 to Penn State. Nittany Lions will have Singleton fielding that kickoff at his 1-yard line. Starts up the right side to the 10, to the 15, and knocked down around the 20-yard line. Calvin Simpson Hunt with a special teams tackle for Ohio State.
Yeah, number 22 out of Hillside, New Jersey, came up with that play, his second tackle of the season.
So Penn State's offense back out onto the field. Drew Aller, who last week threw a touchdown pass. He was 14 for 18 passing, but then left at halftime, a game at Wisconsin with a, as the hockey people call it, a lower body injury. However, it's now going to be Bo Pribula. Well, Pribula and Aller are both in the backfield to take the snap. And it comes to Aller, fakes a handoff, looks to throw. He's grabbed by Tyleek Williams, gets away from him, runs right side to the 20, and he goes down at the 24-yard line in front of corner Davison Igbinosun.
We're close, but no cigar in that backfield. We got to come up with a negative play, a tackle for loss, a sack, something like that. As you said, Tyleek Williams, number 91, was able to bust through the Penn State offensive line, but just couldn't wrap up Aller.
2nd and 6, Penn State with the ball at their own 24-yard line. So some trickery with both quarterbacks on the field at the same time. This time it'll be just Drew Aller with Katron Allen in the backfield next to him. Singleton, another tailback, moves into the backfield, and Aller hands it off Singleton, coming left side, and he's cut down. Caleb Downs made the stop right around the 28. Ohio State safety who followed the play brings up a course and 3rd down.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get off the field here, force a punt on this 3rd and short.
And here goes Penn State right to the line. That ball is set up at the 28-yard line on 3rd and short. Aller straight behind his center, Nick Dawkins, in the shotgun. He's looking to the sideline as if to get an explanation. Gets the snap out of the gun, drops at his own 18, looking to pass, sails that one deep down the left side of the field for Liam Clifford, incomplete at the 50-yard line, where it was broken up by corner Davison Igbinosun of Ohio State. Everybody pleading in blue for a flag, and none is coming.
How about that makeup speed there by Davidson Igbinosun, because it looked like Liam Clifford had a step or two on Igbinosun, but when that ball was in the air, he was able to close, get there, and tip the ball away. So the Buckeyes force a punt, a 3-and-out here. Let's see if, of course, you got to make sure there's no trickery, but
Riley Thompson.
Chance to get the ball back.
Yeah, Riley Thompson is out there. Brandon Innes is back to return for Ohio State. Thompson, a junior from Melbourne, Australia, 42.8 per punt. Tyler Dzansky is the long snapper. It's a low one, but Thompson will get that punt away from his 17-yard line. Innes drifting to his left, waves for a fair catch, and he will make it at his own 29. Brandon Innes does. There is a penalty flag, however, down on the field.
Looks like a holding call on Ohio State.
36 seconds remaining in the first quarter with Penn State leading Ohio State 10-7. We'll get an explanation from the officiating
During
crew.
the kick, holding, number 8 receiving team. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. 1st and 10, Ohio State.
Well, it'd probably be Lathan Ransom,
yes,
right?
He's the only. That's one where there is no duplicate number, at least on the list that we've got.
Yeah.
So 10-7, Penn State with the lead. Ohio State will have the ball, and they have to be moved further back because of that holding penalty.
Correction, number 25. Hold, number 25.
All right, so it wasn't Lathan Ransom. And 20. Do you have a 25, Jim? I don't. I wonder if that's. We were told
Melton.
that Melton might be changing numbers for punt return. So 1st and 10, Ohio State with the ball now at their own 9-yard line. Mitchell Melton is who we're talking about. Quarterback Will Howard sets up in a shotgun with Henderson next to him. Low snap to Howard. He looks and against pressure throws left side. Incomplete. Ball thrown for Jeremiah Smith, but it was broken up by corner Elliott Washington at around the 30.
Got to get those snaps up.
And we've got an injured player, and it's a Penn State player down on the field.
Timeout for an injured defensive player.
Can't quite make out the number just yet.
Is that 90?
I can't. The jersey's kind of rolled up, hard to tell. With 32 seconds to play here in the first quarter, and Penn State leading 10-7.
That might be Keziah Izzard, number 99.
That could be the one, defensive lineman. But an incomplete pass, and Will Howard had some serious
Big
pressure
Ten
to deal with.
Mike check.
We don't need
Big
to
Ten
hear that. Come on now. It's been working all quarter. 10-7, Penn State on top. The Nittany Lions got a pick 6 from Zion Tracy of 31 yards and a field goal 29 yards from Ryan Barker, but then Ohio State got a 30-yard Will Howard TD pass to Emeka Ibuka. Well, the injured player, Keziah Izzard, goes off the field.
Looks like they brought in Alonzo Ford Jr., number 50.
2nd and 10, Ohio State with the ball to their own 19-yard line. Pistol formation, Will Howard at quarterback, Travion Henderson right behind him at tailback. Jeremiah Smith is flanked out to the right. Coming right side is Emeka Ibuka in motion. Hand off Henderson. No, it's a pass. It comes out to the right side. Caught by Carnell Tate. He swings it to the 26, and that's where he is cut down at the Ohio State 26 by safety Zaki Wheatley.
They'll have a little bit of work to do here on 3rd down. Where are they going to spot that? Right at the 27-yard line.
Yes.
So about a 3rd and 3?
Yeah, 3rd and 3 at the Ohio State 27 for the Buckeyes. Will Howard's going to get under center Seth McLaughlin. Quinshon Judkins is in the backfield behind him. Bennett Christian, tight end, motioning. Now Howard will step away from center.
Well, a quarter.
And the quarter does come to an end here in State College. Timeout on the field with Penn State leading Ohio State 10-7. Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
When you're here, you understand what it means to be a Buckeye. And at Elk & Elk, we're proud to wear scarlet and gray every Saturday. Every client, every day, means if you're ever injured, we're proud to stand with you in court. And when you're here at the shoe, we're proud to stand with you and cheer on the Buckeyes.
Whether we're here at the big game or in court, we are committed to you.
Elk & Elk, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Come on over the heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Back in State College, Skip Mossick with a check of your college football scoreboard. It is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Encova, a proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Elsewhere in the Big Ten, second quarter in Champaign, Minnesota leads at Illinois 3-0. Second quarter in West Lafayette, Northwestern up on Purdue 10-3. Top 25, first quarter, fifth-ranked Miami 14, Duke nothing. Second quarter, number 19, Ole Miss leads at Arkansas 14-3. Second quarter, number 21, Army up on Air Force 3-0. Two other games around the state this afternoon. Second quarter, Buffalo leads at Akron 14-7. Early second quarter, Eastern Michigan 7, Toledo nothing. Ohio State trails here at Penn State 10-7 as we head to the second with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels.
Thank you, Skip. Welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. Buckeyes got their score on a 30-yard Will Howard TD pass to Emeka Ibuka. Penn State got a 31-yard pick six from safety Zion Tracy and a 29-yard field goal from Ryan Barker.
Well, it looks like a 3rd and 2. Right? We had 3rd and 3 earlier, but it looks like a 3rd and 2. They need to get to appears a 29-yard line to pick up that first down. The ball's on the 27 right now.
Yes, for Ohio State, who's trying to get what would be an 8th consecutive win over Penn State. And they're going to need to come from behind to do it here as the second quarter gets started. By the way, we want to acknowledge a bunch of our friends from Encova Insurance. They are here at today's game in State College. They made the trip, enjoying the fall colors, the cool air, and the pastures.
So the Happy Valley.
Yes, as you said, Jim, it is 3rd and 2. Ohio State at their own 27-yard line. First play of the second quarter, Buckeyes trailing 10-7 to Penn State. Huddle up around senior quarterback Will Howard. Smith will go wide to the right. Tate, Ibuka, and Scott wide left. Judkins in the backfield. On 3rd and 2, Ohio State from their own 27-yard line. Judkins, a sidecar right to Will Howard. One of the Penn State players jumped early, and then Ohio State had a player move.
Well, Carter moved. He kind of, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Penn State.
Yeah. Abdul Carter jumped into the line.
Offside defense number 11 in the neutral zone, causing the offense to react. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
I think a lot of us would react if Abdul Carter came charging at us.
Smart play there by Donovan Jackson to react, because once you react, that is going to be a penalty.
Yeah, it doesn't give him a chance to get back and allow the play to continue. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Ohio State now with the ball at their own 32-yard line.
Take it any way you can get it, Paul.
That's right, Jim. G. Scott, Jeremiah Smith go wide to the right. Coming wide to the left, Bennett Christian and Emeka Ibuka, and the officials.
They're trying to spot it exactly the right spot. There's a 27. It should go to the 32, and that's where they have it.
That's where it is. That's where they put it.
Yeah.
Will Howard in a shotgun. Quinshon Judkins off his left hip. Center Seth McLaughlin over the ball. Tight end G. Scott motioning right to left. Snap to Will Howard. He screens it left side. Quinshon Judkins too high and incomplete. Right around the 28-yard line, and linebacker Dominic DeLuca came chasing up there to try and make a play on the ball as well.
Yeah, he tried to get a hand up and intercept that ball. It was over the head of Judkins there as they tried to get that quick hitter. It looks like the offensive line took a set and was just going to cut that defensive line, see if they could get something outside with the running back on the catch.
So to be 2nd and 10, Ohio State at their own 32-yard line. Early second quarter, 10-7. Penn State with a lead. Out of the huddle, Ibuka and Bennett Christian will go wide to the right. G. Scott on the end line left, and Jeremiah Smith wide left with Judkins in the backfield. Next to quarterback Will Howard. 2nd and 10, Buckeyes from their own 32. Judkins, they hand off, going right side, cut down at the 31-yard line. Penn State had him locked up right away, and coming out of the secondary, corner Elliott Washington to make the stop.
Yeah, and the left defensive end there, Smith Dilbert, did a nice job too, number 92, closing that down.
3rd and 11. Ohio State loses a yard at their own 31, and the Buckeyes get right on the ball. Will Howard in the gun. Travion Henderson in the backfield with him to his left. And now Will Howard, a glance to the sideline as 3 receivers are flanked out to the left, one of them Smith to the right. Again, it is 3rd and 11, Ohio State at their own 31. Will Howard resetting in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Howard back to pass. Has some time. Howard looks, throws out on the right flat, caught by Tate, who slips and goes down at his own 38-yard line. He went down as the defender, Washington, the corner, was coming right up on him, and that'll bring up a 4th down, and Ohio State will have to punt.
Yeah, they got about half of it, but not quite enough.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 9 for taunting by stepping over a down player. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
That'll keep the drive alive. They've got Elliott Washington the 2nd on that, number 9. That's who we're talking about.
Yeah, he was the defender that came up on Tate to make the play, and Tate went down, but he stepped over him.
They had 5 penalties now for Penn State in this ball game.
Yeah. So now Ohio State with a fresh set of downs, and they've got the ball at looks like the Penn State 47-yard line. 10-7, Nittany Lions leading.
Take him any way you can get him.
Absolutely. Take him 3 times. Will Howard in the gun. Judkins to his right. Fakes a handoff. Howard looking to throw. He plants and guns it deep down the right side. And that's Carnell Tate catching but going down. It's incomplete. He was out of bounds inside the 10-yard line where he was covered by Elliott Washington. Carnell Tate just couldn't quite clutch it before going out of bounds.
Carter had a pretty good rush on Will Howard, able to step up in that pocket. Tate's got to keep that a little bit more than numbers there to give some room for that pass to come in.
13:40 to play, 2nd quarter. Penn State leading 10-7. Ohio State 2nd and 10 at the Nittany line, 47-yard line. Carnell Tate, Emeka Ibuka, G. Scott wide left. Jeremiah Smith wide right. Judkins in the backfield with Howard. He's in the shotgun. Now he's got the football. Screens it out right side. Judkins to the Penn State 43. And he is pushed out of bounds around the 41-yard line by linebacker Tony Rojas.
Well, they got to look some positive yards there. Are they going to give that a gain of about 4 or 5? No, maybe a little bit more there.
A little more, looks like. You're right, Jim. So Ohio State's going to have that football put down. Where are they going to put it exactly? The scoreboard's telling us it's 3rd and 10 at the 47 of Penn State. That's not right.
That's about 35.
Yeah, at the 42 of Penn State. Travion Henderson in the backfield with Will Howard, who's in the shotgun. Howard with the ball. Looking to pass, dumps it short on the right side. Henderson's got it. He races all the way to the 25 of Penn State before he is forced out of bounds right around the 22-yard line. And that was Zakee Wheatley, the safety, who forced him out. And that's a 1st down pickup presented by Kroger.
Yeah, that's ball spotted on the 24-yard line. Big pickup there. Nice pass by Will Howard to hit Travion Henderson right there on the sideline.
And in stride, too. So 1st and 10, Ohio State with the ball. The scoreboard again telling us it's at the Penn State 22-yard line. Bryson Rogers, Brandon Ennis, wide right. Wide to the left for Ohio State is Jaden Ballard. Out of the pistol, Will Howard hands it Travion Henderson running straight ahead, and Henderson is cut down to the Penn State 20-yard line. Is stepping in there to make that play with safety Zion Tracy.
Yeah, just short gain of 2 yards there. They'll spot that right outside the 20-yard line, so almost in that red zone. You got a field goal. You don't want to take any negative plays here, but certainly would like to get a touchdown, pick up another 1st.
Yeah, and possibly tie the game if it's a field goal, touchdown to take the lead. 2nd and 9, Ohio State at Penn State's 21. Here in the 2nd quarter, Buckeyes trailing 10-7. Motion by a couple of players from left to right. Will Howard in the gun, Henderson in the backfield with him. Will Howard with a snap, fakes a pitch to Henderson, looks and he crosses left side where it's caught, and the receiver goes chugging down the field. Ennis into the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Ennis on a 21-yard touchdown pass play. Catching it from quarterback Will Howard. Brandon Ennis with his 1st touchdown of the year, the 2nd of his career, and the Buckeyes are a PAT away from tying this game.
Taking the lead, Paul.
They're taking the lead, excuse me.
Yeah, they got the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he faked the pitch to the right, set up, found Brandon Ennis all by himself there, and he took it right into the end zone. Excellent play there, excellent play call, excellent execution by the Ohio State offense there.
So it's 13-10, Buckeyes on top. Jaden Fielding will be out to try and get the 14th point. John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire to put it down. Everybody's set, and the kick by Jaden Fielding is up toward the uprights, and it is through to give Ohio State a 14-10 lead over Penn State with 11:54 to play 2nd quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
21 yards.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Timeout on the field. There's 11:54 to play second quarter. Ohio State 14, Penn State 10. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Get out there and have some fun in a new Toyota truck. Now through November 4th, get 1.9 APR financing or $2,000 customer cash on a new 24 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a Tacoma SR Double Cab for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Nobody builds better trucks than Toyota. Let's go places.
Your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Ohio Seniors Medical Mutual is here to help you find better Medicare benefits. Visit medmutual.com/review or call 866-966-9338. Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. 21-yard TD pass. Will Howard to Brandon Ennis plus the point after. And forgive my goof up, Ohio State's in front now, 14-10 over Penn State, 11:54 to play second quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive, powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 10 plays, 81 yards, 3:42 off the clock.
And now as Ohio State was set to kick the ball off, the ball blows off the tee. So they'll get a try.
Did that last week a couple times.
It did, yeah. And finally somebody had to come over and hold it. They'll get one more try. You know, and the wind is not that noticeable that we can tell. It's been prominent a few times during the early morning hours here. 14-10. Ohio State with a lead over Penn State, coming from 10-0 down to grab that lead. Fielding drives his foot into the ball, and that's going to be a touchback. Down on the field to Clay Hall.
Yeah, Ohio State has accomplished one goal, that's for sure. They've got Penn State fans sitting on their hands, and after Will Howard threw the pick six that gave the Nittany Lions the 10-0 lead, he's come right back and thrown a couple of daggers. First to Emeka and then Brandon Ennis there at Buckeyes on top, 14-10 as we play with 11:54 in the second.
Bo Pribula, sophomore quarterback from York, Pennsylvania, will start this series calling signals. Katron Allen and Nick Singleton both in the backfield with him, the two top tailbacks for Penn State. First down for their own 25. Tyler Warren, tight end, moving in motion. And Pribula running, but he's taken down by Mitchell Melton, defensive end, right around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, the Buckeyes have Kenyatta Jackson and Mitchell Melton in there. Melton came off working against the right tackle, playing left defensive end, got in the backfield in a hurry and made that tackle for no gain.
Senior from Silver Spring, Maryland, Mitchell Melton. So it is 2nd and 11. Actually, a loss of 1, so the scoreboard. No, they changed it. 2nd and 10. Thank you. Ball at the 25-yard line. You know, we get in trouble reading what the scoreboard tells us sometimes.
Both places, home and away.
Yeah, Drew Aller in at quarterback. Amari Evans, a receiver, is in the backfield. Now he'll leave it and go wide to the left as Aller awaits the snap from Dawkins, the center. Aller gets the ball, fakes a handoff, sets up to pass. Aller looks, sails that up the left side, and it's caught at the 40-yard line. Going down to dig it out is Harrison Wallace, as he found a soft spot to make the catch while going to the ground, and gives Penn State a first down.
Well, they've been doing a good job on Tyler Warren. No catches yet. No, I don't even think they targeted him yet. It looked like that time Cody Simon had him all wrapped up, but They went to Wallace to get that first.
Harrison Wallace, a junior from Montgomery, Alabama, had 5 catches last week at Wisconsin. The officials are stopping play for a moment. We hope only a moment. And it's good to see Arbel Reese out there on the field. As many may know, the targeting call he was given last week was ruled to be incorrect.
Ruling on the field is a completed pass. That play is under further review.
And because it was an incorrect targeting call, Arbel Reese does not have to miss the first half of this game, as he would have had it been a legitimate targeting call.
So it was 2nd and 10 before that play, so we'll have it under review.
Coors Light Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 10:47 to play. Second quarter. It's 14-10. Ohio State leading Penn State.
Yeah, looking at the monitor, I haven't seen any up here. Now we can see it on the big scoreboard. Yeah, it looks like a catch to me, unless he bobbled that when he turned around. It didn't look like Ohio State was thinking it was incomplete, as far as the defensive back that was right in front of him.
Exactly.
There's another one on the scoreboard.
Well, so the officials are looking at their toys down there to see whether they have enough evidence to change the call or not. Buckeyes got their 14 points on 2 Will Howard TD passes. One of them 30 yards to Emeka Ibuka, the other 21 yards to Brandon Ennis.
Yeah, we don't know that for sure. It looks like his back to us is on that last view.
Harrison Wallace who made the catch. So,
After further review, it is an incomplete pass as the ball hit the ground. It'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 25-yard line.
a little surprising, don't you think, Jim?
I'm glad they reviewed that one, Paul.
Yeah, and it brings up a course in 3rd down for Penn State.
How about a sack here or a pick 6?
That'd be even better.
Make a play, defense.
So that was going to be a 1st down for Penn State.
Gain of 15 if it wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right out to the 40-yard line. Now they're at the 25.
Yeah, so 3rd down for Penn State. Right there, as you said, Jim, at their 25-yard line. Drew Aller in a shotgun. Nick Singleton is to his right. Tight end Tyler Warren motioning to the left. As Drew Aller gets the ball, sets up to pass. Aller with pressure coming, sails that one up the left side. Incomplete, thrown for Tyler Warren or Amari Evans. But there were a bunch of Buckeyes over there covering. Jordan Hancock and Davison Igmanosin, 2 of the corners. And it's an incomplete pass bringing up 4th down.
It looks like Warren and Amari Evans, number 5, kind of collided on that route.
Well, and we saw Davison Igmanosin was over there doing a little taunting in front of the Penn State bench. Fortunately, the officials didn't notice that.
Punt number 2 for Penn State.
Number 11, Ohio State, is reporting as number 25.
Let me know if you see a 25 out there, Jim. Riley Thompson will be punting away to Brandon Ennis. Ennis drifting to his right, watching that punted ball come down. Checks up around the Ohio State 40, takes a Buckeye roll to about the 42, where DeLuca gets it. Now we got a little more slapping going on of players out there. That gets calmed down.
Jones was...
Yeah, he was out there battling with somebody. Yeah. Buckeyes need Buckeyes, and Versity makes the blood donating process quick and easy. Join Brutus and give blood with Versity to save a Buckeye at the Wexner Medical Center. Versity. Schedule your next donation atversity.org/OH. Timeout on the field with a score 14-10. Ohio State leading Penn State. 10:34 left until halftime. Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is Ohio State head football coach Ryan Day, asking you to help provide 2 million meals to feed our community. Just round up at the register today. Every dollar provides 10 meals for neighbors in need. Get in the game and let's tackle hunger.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
It's Bobby Carpenter. Join us Monday morning at 6 for the Morning Juice on 97.1 The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
When you choose the James at Ohio State for your cancer care, you're choosing the team who specializes in treating just one type of cancer, yours, and where you'll get access to the most advanced treatments available. You didn't choose cancer, but the choice of where to treat it is clear. The James at Ohio State. 10:34 to play until halftime here in State College. 14-10. Ohio State leading Penn State after the Buckeyes fell behind 10-0.
Yeah, and after they had a 14-play drive, Penn State, to take it down and get a field goal, Ohio State's defense has stepped up the last two times and forced some punts.
Well, let's see if the offense can step up again. Both scores have come through the air. Will Howard, a TD pass to Emeka Ibuka of 30 yards and a 21-yarder to Brandon Innes. By the way, we think that mysterious number 25 is C.J. Hicks, linebacker.
Will Howard now 19 touchdowns on the season.
Boy, he had one bad throw to start the game, a pick six, but then he has atoned nicely for it. Buckeyes in a conventional, deliberate huddle that they finally break. Smith will go wide right, Tate wide left. Offset eye, and a handoff's going to go to Emeka Ibuka, sweeping right to left, and he's cut down at his own 46 by safety Zakee Wheatley.
Good-looking play. Picked up about 4 yards on that quick hitter.
And the Buckeyes are to get right on the ball after that pickup, which is put at their own 47. Will Howard out of the shotgun, gets the snap, back to pass. Howard looking, now fakes a pass, fakes a second time, runs to the right side, zips one downfield, incomplete for Quinshon Judkins at the 35 of Penn State, as Judkins had gotten in front of Zakee Wheatley, the safety.
I'm thinking he should have ran.
I agree.
Take off there.
I think Judkins thought that too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's almost crossed that line of scrimmage there, so Buckeyes now got some work here on third down.
5 to go at their own 47-yard line. Travion Henderson at a tailback. Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Ibuka, G. Scott wide right, Carnell Tate wide left. Now Scott will motion from right to left. Will Howard in the shotgun. On third down, Ohio State from their own 47-yard line. Will Howard gets the ball in his hands. Pressure coming, tosses right side, and it's caught by Ibuka, who's taken down at the 49 of Penn State, about a yard shy of the first down, thanks to a tackle made by corner Jalen Kimber.
Decision time now for Ohio State. Will they go for it on fourth down? For the year, they're 10 of 14.
Looks like they will, as Quinshon Judkins and Bennett Christian will come onto the field.
At least you can melt some clock. Maybe, see if you can get him to false start, get him to jump. Jelani Thurman coming into the formation.
Yeah, that extra tight end.
Huddle.
So it'll be 4th and 1. Ohio State with the ball at Penn State's 49-yard line.
Another quarterback sneak, maybe.
And it'll be Will Howard getting set under his center, Seth McLaughlin. We're going to get a timeout taken. Yep. The scoreboard has not changed the downs
timeout,
here.
Ohio State. First charge of the half. Full media timeout.
And so the play is stopped with 9:25 to play in the second quarter here at Beaver Stadium at State College. 14-10, Ohio State leading Penn State. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Visit BuckeyeKubotaDealers.com to find a dealer near you.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at SafeLight.com. SafeLight Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Be sure to check out the Buckeye Game Day Concert Series presented by the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer before every Ohio State home game this season outside of St. John Arena in Buckeye Fan Fest. Each week features a different artist or band performing 2 hours before kickoff. Get on board and book your cruise today. Visit BuckeyeCruise.com. Go Bucks and beat cancer. 9:25 to play second quarter. Ohio State leading Penn State 14-10. The Buckeyes are looking at 4th and 1 from the Nittany Lion 49. Do you feel like you're listening to your daughter's playlist here, Skip? Some of the music that's being played?
My girls are too old for this playlist.
I know. Oh, my goodness. It's like a revolving jukebox.
Well. They're got a bunch of bodies in that huddle, but I don't see a punter, so we'll see what they decide to come up with here. Joe McGuire standing on the sideline around the 44-yard line, and they're going to go for it.
Yes, and as you mentioned earlier, Jim, 3 tight ends, Bennett Christian, G. Scott, Jelani Thurman. Also out there, along with quarterback Will Howard, is running back Quinshon Judkins. 4th and 1, Ohio State at the Penn State 49. Buckeyes lead at 14-10.
How about a quarterback sneak behind Tegra Shabola here?
Why not? Second quarter clock has 9:25 on it. Buckeyes moving right to left here at Beaver Stadium. And out of the huddle they come. Jeremiah Smith will go wide to the right. All 3 tight ends left side of the line. Will Howard will get under center. 4th and 1, Ohio State at Penn State's 49. Howard now rolls to his left to pass. Howard looks. Howard eludes Carter. Now turns again, throws upfield. Caught Jelani Thurman, bobbles, hangs on to a Thurman, and he goes down at the Penn State 30-yard line. Jelani Thurman batted that one around for a while before he finally hauled it in and went down. Tyrese Mills finally stopped him. It's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
He caught that ball 3 or 4 times before he secured it. Excellent call. And how about Will Howard avoiding the rush there?
Abdul Carter was the rush. Second catch of the year for Jelani Thurman, the Ohio State tight end, and the Buckeyes continue the drive at the Penn State 30. Carnell Tate, Emeka Ibuka go wide to the right. Jeremiah Smith flanked left. Tight end G. Scott inline left for Ohio State. Judkins in the backfield next to Will Howard. First down Buckeyes in the Nittany Lion 30-yard line. Snap to Will Howard. Hands it off Quinshon Judkins running behind a couple of linemen, and he burrows his way to the 23 of Penn State before he's finally knocked down. Dominic DeLuca, linebacker, was one of the people involved in bringing that play to an end.
Donovan Jackson got a pancake there on Abdul Carter. That was beautiful, and he enjoyed his work. He admired that one for a second or two.
Why not? So to be second and short, Ohio State with the ball, 2nd and 2 with the ball to Penn State's 22-yard line. And now Judkins and Ibuka in the backfield surrounding Will Howard, who's in a shotgun. Smith wide left, Tate wide right. Center Seth McLaughlin over the football for Ohio State. Snap to Howard. Howard kicks it himself, runs straight ahead, and he's going to be locked up and stopped right around the Penn State 25-yard line. Getting in there to bring that play to an end for Penn State with safety Jalen Reed.
I think they lost maybe a half a yard or a yard on that play.
Tried to carry the fake out long enough to fake somebody, but it didn't. Said to be 3rd and 4. Ohio State with the ball put at the 24 of Penn State.
Henderson checks in at running back for Ohio State.
And Penn State substitutes about 3 defensive players. Buckeyes have Ibuka and Tate wide right, Smith wide left. Henderson, as you said, Jim, in the backfield, along with G. Scott, offset eye surrounding Will Howard. 3rd and 4. Buckeyes at the Penn State 24-yard line. 14-10. Ohio State leading here in the second quarter. Will Howard gets the snap. Hands it off Travion Henderson behind blockers. He gets all the way to the 15 of Penn State before he's finally knocked down. And the play gets made by corner A.J. Harris. Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Well, again, they get points. Let's go get a touchdown now.
That ball's marked at the 14 of Penn State.
That was some hard running there by number 32, Travion Henderson.
Who comes into the game averaging 7.2 per carry. 1st and 10, Ohio State with the football at the Penn State 13-yard line.
For his career, he's averaging 6.4.
And we mentioned it 2 years ago. He tore off a nice long run for a touchdown in this stadium. Tate, Ibuka, and Smith wide right. Henderson to the left of quarterback Will Howard. First down, Buckeyes at the Penn State 13. And Howard takes off running himself behind a Henderson block to the 10, to the 5. He leaps into the end zone, and the ball squirted loose, but it's a touchdown nonetheless. Will Howard, a 13-yard TD run as he followed a block of Travion Henderson and sticks it in the end zone. and that adds more to Ohio State's lead. Now it looks like the officials maybe have changed the call. There was a touchdown signal given.
Let's see what they got. I'm watching a replay now.
Well, the ball came out.
They calling a touchback?
One official called touchdown clearly. Well,
you don't have to secure it once you cross the goal line.
Right. All you have to do is break the plane, and the defender came right over there. Zaki Wheatley.
On the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
So at the moment, it's a 13-yard TD run for Will Howard.
How about the block by Travion Henderson on Jalen Reed? He got a pancake there, and he enjoyed that. Gave him the Hawkster move afterwards.
Yes. So Ohio State, for the moment, has the touchdown for Will Howard that stands. And as you said, Jim, all he's got to do is break the plane. And the big scoreboard showing the replay over and over. You know what? When we got a good look at it, it looks like that ball may have come out before he crossed the goal line.
Well, was he out of bounds?
Now, that you can't tell from looking at that one. So Will Howard trying to run it into the end zone. And we get another look at the booth in the TV monitor we have in our booth. And I don't know.
Fumbled it out of bounds. Once he crossed the goal line, it was loose.
And it was Wheatley, the safety, that came over and made contact with Will Howard. So they keep playing it. I think this might be one of the stadiums where they play the replays on their scoreboard more than most other schools do.
Yeah, Wheatley was able to come there, number 6, and kind of rake it with his right arm to knock that ball loose from Will Howard. A lot of times they tell you to switch the arms if you could, but Will didn't get that done there.
Well, for the moment, it's a 20-10 lead. Ohio State ahead of Penn State unless the call is reversed. And, of course, these are the kind of plays, like it or not, that instant replay or video review was put into effect for.
It's just hard to see if he crossed that goal line, if it was loose or not. A lot of factors have to come into this review.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, Jim, the worst situation would be fumble out of bounds ball right around the 1 or inside the 1.
If you fumble out of the back of the end zone, it's a touchback, correct?
Correct.
Out of bounds.
After further review, the runner fumbled the ball prior to crossing the goal line. The ball went over the pile, resulting in a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for Penn State.
We didn't catch everything that he said, but because of the fumble, it's a touchback. And gives Penn State the ball, just what you were talking about if the scenario and ball going out of the back of the end zone. Wow, that's a big call.
Yeah.
So that takes away 6 points and gives Penn State the football 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, what a drive by Ohio State. They just got to find a way to finish that and take care of the football. Now that's 2 turnovers Will Howard's been responsible for in this game.
So Penn State's offense back out onto the field. Quarterback Drew Aller will now move to the right side, and tight end Tyler Warren set to take the snap. Warren gets the ball in his hands, and he takes off running to the left side with Ohio State pursuing, and safety Lathan Ransom finally trips him up and stops him right around the Penn State 26-yard line.
Well, they're finding a way. It's the second carry that he's had. He hasn't had a reception yet in this ball game. That's a gain of, 6 yards they're going to give him, maybe 7.
And you got to be careful because he's got a cut touchdown pass as well on his resume. So it's 2nd and 3. Penn State with the ball at their own 27-yard line. Ohio State leading 14-10 with 6 minutes to play until halftime. Katron Allen and Tyler Warren in the backfield line up in the eye to the right of quarterback Drew Aller. And the handoff will go to Allen. He's got a hole moving up the left side. And finally, lineman Tyleek Williams will stop him around the Penn State 39-yard line, or the 34-yard line, excuse me. That's a good enough for a Nittany Lion 1st down.
Yeah, 2 carries. That picks up the 1st down there. That was for 4 or 5.
You notice they take offensive guard Oliva Venga Yawane and motion him out and then motion him back into the line of scrimmage.
Big on big.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Penn State with the ball at their own 34-yard line.
Here's that formation.
And then now it changes with shifting going all over the place. And really just one man, Dawkins, the center, left alone in the middle of the field. And it's a fly sweep given to Nick Singleton coming around the right side. And he's bunched up and stopped around the Penn State 40-yard line. Linebackers Cody Simon and Sonny Stiles in there to stop Nick Singleton. And Penn State's going to get right on the ball now as they look at 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
And a flag thrown as Aller will screen it out on the right side to Singleton, and he's pushed out of bounds around his own 42 by linebacker Sonny Stiles, but again a flag came out.
I don't know if they were all set there.
offside defense number 33, lining up in the neutral zone. That 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
That is defensive end Jack Sawyer, who is guilty of that.
2 penalties now on the Buckeyes.
As opposed to, what do we got, 5 for Penn State? So that's a first down for the Nittany Lions. Ball advanced to their own 46. And, of course, Penn State has this ball because Will Howard fumbled going into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State has Amari Evans and Katron Allen coming wide to the right, tight end Reynolds on the right side of the line. And now Allen motioning back into the backfield. Aller back to pass, steps up through the pocket. Aller throws on the run, incomplete, thrown around the 45 of Ohio State, and corner Denzel Burke batted that ball away from receiver Liam Clifford.
Against the pressure applied to Aller, he had to step up in that pocket. I thought, again, he might have some running room, but he decided to throw it down the field to Clifford, and as you said, incomplete.
Liam Clifford is the younger brother of former Penn State quarterback Sean Clifford. So it is 2nd and 10. Penn State with the ball at their own 46-yard line. 4.5 to play, second quarter, 14-10. Ohio State leading. Out of the huddle, Tyler Warren, Amari Evans, Nick Singleton, Katron Allen wide to the right, and Julian Fleming, the former Buckeye, goes wide to the left. Now Allen motions into the backfield next to quarterback Bo Pribula. And the handoff, no, Pribula keeps it, runs, flips the screen out right side Singleton, and he's knocked down just shy of the 50 by safety Lathan Ransom.
Good hit there by Ransom. Nice physical tackle on that play. They'll give him a gain of about 3 or 4 yards as Pribula starts rolling to his right there. It looks like he almost crossed that line of scrimmage, but he didn't. Right before he did, he tossed it out to the back.
And it brings up a course in 3rd down. 6 to go, Penn State with the ball right at the 50-yard line, with 4:08 and counting in the second quarter. Now Clifford and Wallace will go wide to the left. Warren and Reynolds, 2 tight ends on the right side of the line. With Singleton in the backfield with quarterback Drew Aller. Aller back to pass. Pressure coming. Aller with pressure throws the ball upfield, and it is incomplete at the 40. That was thrown for Reynolds, the tight end, who was covered by safety Lathan Ransom, but Luke Reynolds never really got turned to find the ball.
4th down situation. They're getting a punt team huddled on the sideline. Buckeyes come up with a stop here.
Well, the defense answers the offensive turnover.
Well, this is where you keep your defense out there and play for any fakes or things like that. We'll have our return man, and that's it.
Brandon Ennis is the return man back at the 11. Riley Thompson will be the punter, a transfer from Florida Atlantic. Tyler Dozansky is the long snapper, and he will snap it from the 50-yard line. 3 protectors between the snapper and the punter. Thompson gets it, pressure coming, boots it away. Brandon Ennis backing up. Now he gets away from it as that ball hits into the end zone. So we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
14-10, Ohio State leading Penn State here in State College with 3 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the second quarter.
Buckeyes have 198 total yards, holding Penn State just to 99.
Well, Penn State had a 10-0 lead. The first of that because of a pick 6 by Zion Tracy off of Will Howard. But Ohio State has answered with 2 Will Howard TD passes. 1st and 10, Buckeyes at their own 20-yard line. Tate and Smith wide right, Ibuka wide left. Pistol formation to the backfield with Howard at quarterback and Judkins at tailback. Now after some movement, Will Howard crouches, gets the snap, hands Quinshon Judkins running right side to his own 20, taken down at his own 22 is Quinshon Judkins by linebacker Tony Rojas.
Gain of about 2.5 running behind that right side of the offensive line. Decent block there by Josh Fryer, who just could not free him. Got tackled right around the feet.
So the scoreboard tells us it's 2nd and 7, Ohio State at their own 23. Emeka Ibuka leaves the lineup. Bennett Christian, an extra tight end out of Ackworth, Georgia, comes into the game. So 2nd and 7, Ohio State at their own 23-yard line. Smith wide left. Howard out of the shotgun, pitches it out to Judkins running right side, and he's knocked down around the 23-yard line. We had a little extra shoving at the end of the play because is our defensive lineman involved in that stop.
A.J. Harris, number 4 for Penn State. Nice job there containing that play.
So for Ohio State, 3rd and 7 with the ball at their own 23, and the Buckeyes getting set in a hurry. Smith wide right, 3 others flank left. Henderson in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard. On 3rd down, Ohio State from their own 23-yard line. Now Howard looks to the sideline as Penn State had defenders creeping close to the line. 3rd and 7, Ohio State at their own 23. Howard resettles into a shotgun with Travion Henderson to his right. Howard back to pass with pressure coming, and he's sacked by Abdul Carter at the 14-yard line. Penn State's defensive end comes up with his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that's what you want to avoid, those 3rd and longs, 3rd and 7 situation. That time Carter had a great get-off working against Donovan Jackson. Was able to slap his hands down and get in the lap of Will Howard to take him down. So Buckeyes will have to punt for the first time.
Zion Tracy, who had the interception return for a touchdown, is the punt returner for Penn State. Joe McGuire, averaging just under 43 yards per punt, will be deep in his own territory, and we have the 2-minute timeout occurring here. With 2 minutes to play until halftime, it's 14-10. Ohio State leading Penn State. Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a VIP opportunity through our small business sweepstakes. Winners will be recognized on the field at an Ohio State home football game. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC sweepstakes. Rules and restrictions apply.
Hey, Buckeye fans! Union Home Mortgage's 1% down payment program is like kicking an extra point or scoring a 2-point conversion. You put 1% down, and Union Home Mortgage will kick in up to 2% on the house. Visit UHM.com or call 877-846-4968 today. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229. UHM will contribute up to 2% down, no greater than $2,500 towards a 3% down payment. Home buyers responsible for the remainder of the down payment. This offer is available for the purchase of a primary residence only. For full terms and conditions, visit UHM.com.
For over 30 years, Schumacher Homes has been building affordable custom homes throughout the Buckeye State. Experience true customization on your land, your way, without any compromises. Come visit any of our 9 Ohio model home and design studio locations to see the latest in design trends and learn about our award-winning building process, or start online at SchumacherHomes.com. You'll be surprised how affordable a custom home will be. Schumacher Homes, proud home building sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
2 minutes to play until halftime here in State College. It's 14-10. Ohio State leading Penn State. Stay with us for our halftime show this afternoon. Skip Mossick will visit with OSU President Ted Carter, Athletic Director Ross Bjork, and check scores from other games. That's all coming up at the half. We also want to mention the fact that we were made aware of the folks at the Track and Field State Championships in Obetz have got the game tuned on their speakers down there. So hello to everybody down there in Obetz at the Track and Field Championships.
Well, those races go from anywhere from 15 to 20-some minutes.
Cross country, sorry. Thank you, Skip. I'm trying to pay attention to the sport going on in front of us.
Well, Skip's going to be busy at halftime with all those interviews.
Yeah. And Ohio State busy looking at 4th down. Ball placed at their own 15-yard line, Zion Tracy, the punt returner for Penn State. Joe McGuire, sophomore punter from Australia, is lined up at his own 1 to await the snap from John Furlman. Caden Curry and Cody Simon are the 2 personal protectors. So 4th and 5. Ohio State at their own 15. Furlman in position over the ball. Joe McGuire is at his 1 to await the snap. A lot of pointing going on down there. A lot of movement. Snap to McGuire. Gets the punt in the air from his own 5-yard line. Zion Tracy backing up. He'll gather it in his own 44. Slowed. Now he's finally thrown down right around the 50-yard line as Ohio State had Sonny Styles in there to make the stop. So Penn State will have the ball around midfield.
I saw some dirt flying. I thought it was a football, but it wasn't.
Yes. 14-10 is the Ohio State lead. As you said, Jim, the Buckeyes will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Penn State score a 31-yard pick six by safety Zion Tracy and a 29-yard field goal from Ryan Barker. Ohio State has 2 Will Howard TD passes, one to Emeka Ibuka, the other to Brandon Ennis. Penn State's offense on the field with quarterback Drew Aller out of Medina. Set up in the shotgun. He's got Singleton and Warren in the backfield with him, and the handoff will go to Singleton running to the left, and he runs right into a couple of Ohio State defensive linemen, Ty Hamilton and Tyleek Williams, 2 of them, who brought him to the ground.
Let's see what Penn State's tempo is here with the clock running.
Yeah, that ball stopped right around the 47 of Ohio State. Where to be second down, and Penn State quickly gets on the ball. Snap to Drew Aller. He looks and screens that out right side where it's caught by Julian Fleming, going down to the ground of the 44 of Ohio State in front of corner Denzel Burke.
They got some work to do here on third down. What, 3rd and 5?
Yep, that's what my guess would be. With the ball at the Ohio State 44. Aller in the gun. Nick Singleton to his right. 4 receiver package. Snap to Drew Aller. At the 50, he takes off running right up the middle, and he's got room, but he goes down at the 40. He went down before linebacker Cody Simon made contact with him. And it wasn't intentionally going down. He just blew a tire.
4th and 1 now. I don't know if I'd run my quarterback that much with a bad knee.
Yeah. And
PSU's got all their timeouts left, but haven't used one here.
And they're going to keep their scrimmage unit on the field on that 4th and 1 with 45 seconds and counting.
They're going to melt some time off probably.
And the ball is at the 40 of Ohio State. Drew Aller in a shotgun. Nick Singleton to his left. 3 receiver package. Now one of them is tight end Tyler Warren moving in motion, and Warren's going to get under center to take a snap, but Ohio State takes a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State. Second charge of the half.
Yeah, Tyler Warren came motioning in from the left, and then he just got right behind center Nick Dawkins as if to take a snap.
30-second timeout.
And maybe that's where Ohio State smelled the rat.
Well, I got to think Penn State was, trying to do something, maybe try to fall, get Ohio State to jump off sides there to pick up a first down. Here on the 40-yard line, 4th and 1, if I'm Penn State, there's not much time for Ohio State to work now. If they stop them, because you just have one timeout left.
Yeah, in 31 seconds.
Probably out of the field goal range, that would be a 57-yarder.
The long is 40.
Yeah. I did see where Shahadek has one at 43, though, so that's out of his range, too.
So it's 4th and 1, Penn State at the Ohio State 40 with 31 seconds left in the half. And the Nittany Lions out of a huddle in a hurry. Aller in a pistol is going to hand it off Singleton, and he's going to be piled up, and he may have it as the bodies come down right around, let's say, the Ohio State 38-yard line. It looks like they're going to move the sticks. Cody Simon down there at the bottom of the pile.
First charge of the half, 30 seconds in length.
Well, they're moving the chains, so they've got the first down. And Penn State takes the timeout now with 26 seconds on the second quarter clock, with Ohio State leading 14-10.
But you got to think now they'll take some shots here for the end zone, or at least to get further into field goal range.
You would guess.
Before the end of the half.
Well, it certainly looked upon first contact Ohio State had a decent chance of trying to stop that.
I agree. I think the second effort gave him that first down.
14-10, Buckeyes on top. 26 seconds left until halftime.
Time for Tui Maloa to come up with one of his plays.
Jim, I was thinking earlier this morning, if he could have half the game he had here 2 years ago.
Oh, man. We need a turnover.
Yep. He had 2 interceptions, one of them a pick six, 3 tackles for loss, 6 total tackles, and a couple of fumble recoveries. So 1st and 10, Penn State with the ball at the Ohio State 38-yard line. Drew Aller in a shotgun. The Penn State quarterback gets the snap, sets up to pass, looking left, looking right, rolling right, running straight ahead. He gets to the 30, to the 25, and slides to the 22 of Ohio State as linebacker Sonny Styles was chasing him, and Drew Aller picks up a first down.
Well, they're in the range.
And we've got a timeout taken by somebody with 16 seconds left of the half.
Quarterback scramble has been one of their better plays today.
It sure has. And something that was pretty much unexpected considering Drew Aller was coming off an injury. If anything, it was Bo Pribula that they were concerned about possibly as a running threat.
Well, he's our leading rusher right now with 6 attempts, 42 yards.
Timeout, Penn State.
And that was his long, that last one, or 15 yards. So they get him bottled up, they get pressure, but we're letting him escape out of that pocket. But, of course, you got a lot of linebackers are concerned about Tyler Warren, too, the tight end.
20 seconds.
Kenyatta Jackson in the ball game now for Jack Sawyer.
20 seconds left in the half. First down, Penn State with the ball at the Ohio State 24-yard line, and the Buckeyes leading 14-10. Dinkins is in the backfield along with Singleton surrounding quarterback Drew Aller. Tyler Warren moving in motion. Aller back to throw with some pressure coming. He lobs that one down the right sideline, and a flag comes out as Davison Igbinosun. Oh, the ball ends up being caught. The receiver had Igbinosun all over him, and Harrison Wallace comes down with it at the Ohio State 3 on the right sideline.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a defensive pass interference, and they'll decline that.
And the flag came out before the ball was even caught by Harrison Wallace.
Holding number 1 of the defense. The penalty is declined. First down and goal.
For Penn State with the ball put down at the Ohio State 3-yard line.
14 seconds. You got to think that Penn State's going to take a couple runs here, or maybe one run, and then put it up in the air if they don't make it.
Well, Wallace, who made that catch while being interfered with, is set off to the right. 3 wide to the left. Snap to Drew Aller. And he'll lob that in the right corner for Wallace, and that ball is incomplete. Davison Igbinosun, cornerback, was over there to cover on that play, thrown to Harrison Wallace, and it was incomplete.
11 seconds left on this clock. Turnover would be nice here for Ohio State to stop this drive. Let's see if somebody can come up with a play here.
So it'll be 2nd and goal. Penn State with 11 seconds to play at the Ohio State 3. Harrison Wallace, Liam Clifford are going to go.
Rolling on the field was an incomplete pass. That play is under further review.
Well, and it was to the close end of where we're looking at here. We couldn't see the end of the play because of where it is in the stands.
Igbinosun thinks he got it. Well, I don't know what he thinks he has.
Well, we get a chance to look at it on the TV tube that's here in our booth, and Davison Igbinosun may have intercepted it.
He celebrated like he got one.
Yeah, I know he came away from the play with the ball in his hands, but Davison Igbinosun, now he may be out of bounds by the time he controls it, but they're possibly reviewing it to see if Davison Igbinosun picked it off.
Tyleek Williams pointing to the west.
Why wouldn't he? Help sell it. But Davison Igbinosun, junior cornerback from Union, New Jersey, who got called for that defensive holding on Harrison Wallace in the previous play.
We've had a couple good calls. This would be a nice one to go Ohio State's way.
Yes, this is where larceny would be good. 14-10, Ohio State leading with 11 seconds left until halftime.
Ohio State celebrating like it's their ball.
And that's great that they are, but their say-so right now doesn't count as the officials are continuing to review it. And, the people here in the stadium looking at the review on the replay on the big scoreboard, they play them a lot, whether it's for Penn State or against them, at least to this point. And the officials taking a lot of time, which oftentimes makes you think they're going to review or reverse what was called on the field, which was an incomplete pass. Drew Aller threw it to Harrison Wallace.
Here we go.
After further review, the defender possessed the ball with his right foot in the end zone. Therefore, the ruling on the field is a touchback, Ohio State. And an interception.
There's your turnover.
There's your turnover. How about 2 touchbacks of this nature? One favoring Penn State and this one favoring Ohio State.
And they get that interception. How about that? He's got 2 now.
Yes, and Ohio State as a team has 6 of them. So the Buckeyes will have the ball at their own 20-yard line with 11 seconds to play in the half, leading 14-10.
I'd take a knee.
Agreed.
Going to get the ball to start the third.
And that's what it looks like they've got the offense set up to do. With 3 players surrounding Will Howard, who's going to be behind his center. McLaughlin, he takes the snap, takes the knee, and that should burn the time off the clock, not to the pleasure of the Penn State fans as they see a possession in the red zone get thwarted by an interception. Again, our score is 14-10. Ohio State leading Penn State. Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. Stay tuned. Skip Mossick will have our halftime show coming up next. Again, it's 14-10, Ohio State over Penn State. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
AgPro has been family owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey, Buckeye fans! As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. Welcome to the Buckeye Football Halftime Show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
Again, halftime here in State College. Ohio State leading Penn State at the break 14-10. Ohio State Athletic Director Ross Bjork joins us from the sidelines right now. And Ross, quite the first half, no?
Hey, Skip, I just lost you there for a second.
All right, I tell you what, let's bring in first, we're going to be joined by Ohio State President Ted Carter. We'll get to Ross coming up here in just a couple of moments. But President Carter, great to speak with you again.
Skip, it's always great to be with you.
Well, obviously playing on the road here at State College, one of the toughest challenges in college football. Just your thoughts on another top 5 matchup.
Well, once again, our Buckeyes are competing in one of the premier games in all of college football this weekend. And as you mentioned, playing on the road at Happy Valley, even though it's a noontime game, it's one of the toughest venues to play in. It's a tremendous challenge, but also really an exciting opportunity. And, beyond football, it's one of the reasons our students and our faculty and staff come to Ohio State. It doesn't matter whether you're on the field, in the lab, the office, maybe the classroom. Being a Buckeye gives you an opportunity to do great things on our biggest stages.
Well, speaking of big stages, what can you share in regards to what's coming up at Ohio State?
Yeah, so next week on Friday, I'm preparing for my investiture on November 8th, which is the official ceremony that will install me as the 17th president of The Ohio State University. So this is a traditional celebratory event, and I'm looking forward to using my time, though, at the podium to talk about the next 10 years at Ohio State and launching our strategic plan framework. And it's called Education for Citizenship 2035.
Yeah, we saw that. Can you let everybody know where the name for the strategic plan came from?
Well, I'm a student of history, and I love our history here at Ohio State. Education for Citizenship is a motto adopted by the university in 1938. It ties us to our mission as a land-grant university. Our job is not only to create the best learning and teaching environment in the country, we're working to create a pathway for the next great citizens and leaders in Ohio and our nation. Ohio State is uniquely poised to not only change the conversation around higher education, but to shape the future. And that vision and opportunity is what brought me here.
Well, we're happy for that. Are you able to share, though, more details about the strategic plan at this time?
Well, I'm going to go into a lot more detail about that next week. But broadly, the strategic plan framework is going to move us toward our vision through a series of priorities built on our work as a higher education institution.
How about the next steps, President Carter?
Well, maybe the most important thing to remember, this is going to be a collaborative endeavor. The vision was informed by listening sessions and conversations with countless number of Buckeyes. We're going to call on the ideas and expertise of the Ohio State community to determine how we realize our goals. And then this plan is not going to be just a great plan. It's not going to be static either. We're going to continually assess where we are, where we're headed, and adjust things as needed. We need to determine how we tell our story, too. Ohio State is a university for not only all of Ohio, but for the nation, and we need to tell that story in the best way possible.
Well, technology is a wonderful thing. Can people watch the ceremony, I guess, to learn more?
Absolutely. It's going to be live streamed on November 8th at 2 p.m. And, of course, those that aren't able to watch it live, the video will be recorded and be able to be viewed online anytime after that.
Ohio State President Ted Carter, we always appreciate your time. We'll chat again next week, okay?
All right, let's go Bucks.
Again, the score here at the half, Ohio State 14, Penn State 10. Up next, we will try to head back down to the field and visit with Ohio State Athletic Director Ross Bjork as halftime activities continue. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hey, Buckeye Nation, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. If you're a fan of scoring, you're going to love this. Window Nation is going nuts with an incredible offer just for you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free plus 0 down and 0 payments with 0 interest for 2 years. And if you order a full house of windows, you'll be part of a full house at the Shoe with tickets to a Buckeye game. Call Window Nation today at 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com. Tell them Paul sent you for the Buckeyes Full House Special.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles. From biking to bench presses, Milk's protein helps you build lean muscle and gain more from your workouts.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Again, halftime here in State College. Ohio State 14, Penn State 10. Skip Mossick joined down on the field by Ohio State Athletic Director Ross Bjork. And Ross, quite a first 30 minutes, no?
Oh, I mean, look, we knew this was a top 5 matchup. I mean, both teams are battling. You know, mistakes are happening, but I think it's going to come down to who has the ball last, and obviously we hope that's the Buckeyes. So what a great atmosphere.
Absolutely. Want to switch sports here briefly, Ross. Basketball season gets underway officially next week. Let's start with the men who open against Texas in Las Vegas. Obviously, we know how the season ended last year with the race to the NIT and the participation in that tournament. But realistic expectations for the men's basketball team this year.
Yeah, look, Jake has done such a great job building the roster, building confidence, creating energy around the program that we probably lost the last couple years. Recruiting is going extremely well. I think when people see our team play, they're going to get really excited. Now, the tough part is we open up with Texas. They're pretty darn good.
Yes.
And then we play Kentucky and Auburn and Pittsburgh, and we have a tough non-conference schedule. But Jake's demeanor around that was, look, let's play tough teams because that'll get us battle-tested for not only the Big Ten, but a long run in the NCAA tournament. And that's where we want to be. We want to be in the tournament. We want to be a good seed, and we want to make a run. And Jake knows that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, Ross. I mean, how much do we need to see, especially a good start, albeit some of the tough non-conference opponents, but just getting out to a good start for this team?
Yeah, I think our fans just, they want to see improvement. They want to see these new guys battle. They want to see exciting play, which obviously Jake does. Up-tempo, in-your-face defense. We want the shot rocking. I mean, we've sold more season tickets than we have last year, but we need that place rocking. We need Block O to show up, our students. We want it to be a fun environment, and the shot can do it. When it's packed, we can do it, and so we need to support our guys, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
How about the ladies, Ross? I mean, obviously they've had some success the last few years. Expectations for the women this year?
Same thing. Exciting brand to play. We all know Kevin McGuff's style, right? He's going to full court press you. He's going to try to turn you over. He's going to get up and down the floor. We've got some young ladies who I think people are going to be like, whoa, where'd they come from? And really exciting players. So can't wait to watch them on Tuesday night as well.
They open on Tuesday, absolutely. Finally, Ross, I mean, we talk about the women's ice hockey team and their success the last couple of seasons, but shout out to the men's team. I mean, they're home this weekend, still unbeaten on the young season.
Off to a great start. I didn't realize hockey season was so long. I mean, you start in September and go all the way into March and early April. So it's a grind, and we start Big Ten play coming up, but our guys are ready. I think Steve's put a roster together that's really, really competitive. Now the real stuff kind of starts here in the next couple weeks, but I know he's excited about his team, so going to be a lot of fun.
40 seasons doing this, Ross. This is the first as far as a live interview at halftime down on the field.
Hey.
Great job.
Hey, look, I'm not going to replace Clay Hall. You don't have to worry about that. And I'm not going to replace our producer, so I think we're all good.
All good. Ross Bjork, we appreciate it. We'll chat next week. Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys.
Again,
Thank you.
at the half, Ohio State 14, Penn State 10. Up next, we'll check your college football scoreboard. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
Alrighty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review, there is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Ohio seniors, it's time to make the right call for better Medicare benefits with Medical Mutual. Plans start at $0 per month and include $0 doctor visits and $0 generic prescription drugs. Visit medmutual.com/review or call 1-866-966-9338 to find a plan today. MedMutual Advantage plans are HMO, HMO, POS, and PPO plans offered by Medical Mutual of Ohio with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in a MedMutual Advantage plan depends on contract renewal.
Your Ohio State flagship station, The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Again, halftime here in State College. Ohio State leads Penn State at the break 14-10. Skip Mossick with a check of your college football scoreboard. Starting in the Big Ten, halftime in Champaign, Minnesota leads at Illinois 13-10. Third quarter in West Lafayette, Northwestern up on Purdue 17-10. Top 25, halftime, Duke leads at number 5, Miami 21-17. Duke is on top. Also at the half, Ole Miss leads big at Arkansas 35-10. Ole Miss. Late second quarter, Army up on Air Force 6-3. Games around the state. Halftime, Buffalo a 24-7 lead at Akron. Also just before the break, it is Eastern Michigan 10, Toledo 7. Again, Ohio State 14, Penn State 10. Paul and Jim back to preview the second half next. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
When it comes to your cancer diagnosis, the choice for your care is clear.
And when you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
Where more than 1,700 scientists are working on new treatments and new hope for every form of cancer.
You're making the choice to have the most advanced treatments, many of which were developed right here.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Time for a halftime snack? Up your hosting game with Bob's Discount Furniture. Bob's has plenty of stylish, feature-packed bar carts, coffee tables, dining sets, even seating with drop-down drink tables for those times when you just can't miss a play. And best of all, you can find everything at Bob's everyday low prices. So stop by and score big when you shop Bob's Discount Furniture. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Looking for a drink that is bold, smooth, and naturally sweet? Look no further than Patron Añejo. Our tequilas are handmade, using traditional methods to deliver a signature flavor. Patron Añejo is the perfect blend of sophistication and complexity. Sip it neat, on the rocks, or with a splash of fresh pineapple juice. Made with just 3 natural ingredients: Blue Weber agave, yeast, and water. Patron is proudly additive-free. Patron Añejo, made by hand, crafted by passion. Drink responsibly. Imported by Patron Spirits Company, Coral Gables, Florida. Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
It's Bobby Carpenter. Join us Monday morning at 6 for the Morning Juice on 97.1 The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
The Foundation is operating a 50-50 raffle at each Ohio State home football game this season, with proceeds supporting community-based NIL opportunities and the Foundation charities. For more information on how you can participate, visit OSU5050.com. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Halftime in State College, Jim, and it's a 14-10 Ohio State lead over Penn State.
Yeah, I'll show you some of the stats here, Paul. Ohio State has 17 rushing attempts for 73 yards, 118 yards in the air, 32 plays for 191 yards. Penn State has 18 rushing attempts for 79 yards. They've thrown for 66 yards, 32 plays for 145 yards. Buckeyes are 3 of 7 on third down conversions. Penn State 2 of 7. Quinshon Judkins has 8 carries for 47 yards. Travion Henderson 3 carries for 17 yards. Emeka Ibuka has 2 catches for 29 yards, one of those a touchdown. Carnell Tate 2 catches for 15 yards. Quinshon Judkins has 2 catches just for 5 yards. Cody Simon 7 tackles for Ohio State. Sonny Styles 5. Davidson Igbenogany 4 tackles in an INT.
14-10, Ohio State leading Penn State. Start of the second half coming up next. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Get out there and have some fun in a new Toyota with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. Like America's best-selling car, Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through November 4th, you can lease a Camry Elite for $299 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The Gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For more than 35 years, Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse has been known by Buckeye Nation as serving the best steaks in the city. Our thick-cut, aged steaks have been a staple in Columbus with 3 locations, in Upper Arlington, Dublin, and downtown. Hyde Park is proud to introduce our newly added wine room at the downtown Columbus location, where a new elegance in dining will surround you. And coupled with live entertainment every weekend, Hyde Park will be the perfect setting for any occasion or the perfect night out. Hyde Park is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage Broadcast Booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com, equal housing lender, and MLS number 2229. Second half about to start with Ohio State leading Penn State 14-10 down on the field to Clay Hall.
The 2 touchbacks were the biggest plays in the first half.
Yeah, no question. Back and forth. We just got to take care of the football, finish that drive. But here we are, 14-10. Got to go win the second half.
And that's Ohio State coach Ryan Day talking with Clay Hall. Each first down that Ohio State picks up today brought to you by Kroger. Kroger Pickup, the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today in the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. And the turnovers have been a part of it.
Yeah, they have. And, Ohio State's had 2. Interception, pick 6. That led to 7 points. Otherwise, the defense obviously just hold them there to 3. And then fumbling across the goal line cost them 7 points. So we got to get that cleared up here in the second half. And, of course, adjustments. I thought the defense, after that opening drive when Penn State had a 14-play drive, took it down, got the field goal. I thought our guys really settled down, started making adjustments, forced some punts there in that first half. You got to continue that here in the second half. And then I think they're doing a good job on Tyler Warren. He hasn't had a reception yet. He's had a couple rushes, that he's made some yards on, but they've done a good job of kind of keeping him contained. Quarterback run is something that Ohio State's got to make sure that they don't allow Aller to slip out there and make plays with his feet.
Yeah, he's been able to do that. A guy that came in with injury concerns, but he's been good to go, even though they've used Bo Perbula in select situations. Ohio State to receive the ball to start the second half in the third quarter. Lorenzo Styles And Emeka Ibuka will be back deep to await the kick from Gabriel Wasu. Penn State uses a kickoff specialist as their placement kicks are handled by Ryan Barker, and he did that for the first score of the game on a 29-yard field goal. Will Howard with 2 TD passes, one to Emeka Ibuka, the other to Brandon Innes. And that's what's given Ohio State a 14-10 lead. Now Wasu gets the all clear from the officials, and he's going to drive a right foot into the ball to get the third quarter started. And this kickoff will go deep as Emeka Ibuka will let it bounce in the end zone. So the Ohio State offense will come out here, trying to see if they can continue to crease the Penn State defense.
I would find a way to get Jeremiah Smith involved. Every game this season, he's caught a touchdown pass. He has no receptions here in that first half. Got to find. Now we tried to go to him that one end, up getting an interception. So number 4 is, maybe they're covering him or they're double covering him, but he's a guy that has to step up and make some plays here in the second half, hopefully on this drive.
Of course, Ohio State playing with an adjusted offensive line. Donovan Jackson at left guard. Carson Hinsman started the game, or Jackson at left tackle, moving from left guard, and Carson Hinsman handles the guard position. 1st and 10, Ohio State at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation for quarterback Will Howard. Hands it off, or no, he keeps it. Running right side, gets to his own 30, to the 35, and down at the 36 is Akee Wheatley. Safety with a stop, and Will Howard picks up a first down, presented by Kroger on the ground.
They all bought that fake, didn't they? They had about 3 or 4 defenders try to tackle our running back there, Travion Henderson. Will Howard keeps it, runs behind the right side, and picks up some nice yardage here, a gain of about 11.
To get to the Ohio State 36. Howard again in the shotgun, Travion Henderson to his left. 4 eligible receivers wide to the left as well. As Will Howard gets the snap, throws it on the left side. It comes out Jeremiah Smith. He'll scoot to the 40, move to his own 45, still going to the 50, and taken down at the 49 of Penn State is Jeremiah Smith, stopped by corner A.J. Harris. That's another Ohio State first down.
Like I was in the locker room there.
Exactly.
Got to get number 4 involved, and they finally wait to get him involved. Second play here of the third quarter.
They put that ball right smack at the 50. So Smith hauls that catch in, the freshman from Opelika, Florida. He'll be wide to the right with Emeka Ibuka. Carnell Tate wide left. Pistol formation to the backfield with Howard and Henderson. And the give to Travion Henderson running behind blockers. He squirts through to the 44 of Penn State, where he is finally stopped there at that point by linebacker Kobe King.
Gain of 5. Ohio State playing with a little tempo here. Just a little sugar huddle right there at the line of scrimmage. All the linemen are looking towards that sideline for the next play call.
Henderson gained just 25 yards on 10 carries last week against Nebraska. So that'll be second and about 5. As you said, Jim, the ball is at Penn State's 45. Early third quarter, Buckeyes leading 14-10. Henderson to the left of quarterback Will Howard, who's in a shotgun. Penn State's linebacker sneaking up. Handoff Henderson again. Right side he goes. Cuts to the 40 of Penn State. Gets to the Penn State 30 and taken down at the 28 of the Nittany Lions before he was finally stopped by linebacker Tony Rojas. And Travion Henderson gives Ohio State another first down.
Third first down of this drive now. Getting close to that red zone. Let's go ahead and get some points here in this third quarter.
That rushing game looking healthy right here, isn't it, Joe?
It's getting better. It's getting better. They almost have as much as well. Last week, yeah, they do. They have 105 yards. So
managed only 64 last week.
Exactly. Triple figures.
Ball at the 29 of Penn State. Opening drive of the third quarter with the Buckeyes leading at 14-10. Travion Henderson continues to handle the tailback spot. He's to the left of quarterback Will Howard. 2 receivers wide left, single flanker Tate to the right, and Howard is going to hand it off Henderson again. He goes into the middle of the line, and there's bodies all over him. Finally, he's put down by linebacker Kobe King right around the 27, maybe 26.
Gave him a little bit bigger gain than I thought he had there, so we'll take that spot.
And Travion Henderson will take a spot on the bench, replaced by Quinshawn Judkins, who played against Penn State last year in the Peach Bowl when he was at Ole Miss.
Quarterback run would come up big here, too.
It sure would. 2nd and 8. Ohio State at Penn State's 27. Receivers pinched in tight on each side of the line. Howard in the shotgun gets the ball in his hands. He's going to throw. Slings it out on the right side where it's caught by Ibuka. Cut down at the 25 of Penn State. As making the stop was safety Cam Miller.
Yeah, they'll have some work to do here on third down. 3rd and 6, as I mentioned at halftime, the Buckeyes are 3 of 7 on third down conversions. This will be their first third down attempt here in the fourth quarter.
Travion Henderson returns at tailback.
Actually, they adjusted that. It's 3 of 6.
Yeah, so 3rd and 6.
Well, no, they've 3 of 6 on third down conversions.
Yes, and now looking at 3rd and 6 at the 25 of Penn State. Howard in a shotgun. Tate wide right. Smith and Ibuka wide left. Henderson to the backfield. Snap to Will Howard. Pressure coming. Howard steps up, takes off running, then he throws the ball right to the hands of Henderson, who goes down at the 19 of Penn State. He was put down by safety Jalen Reed, but Will Howard, as he was being dragged down, flipped the ball for a completed pass to get the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Long lateral there. Did he cross the line of scrimmage? Hurry up and run a play, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes are going to get set on the ball, and the officials are going to keep them from snapping it.
They get a timeout in, or what we got here?
Well, I imagine it's to review.
Carnell Tate's got a helmet off.
After an expedited video review, the quarterback's knee was down before he passed the ball.
Okay.
Expedited.
That's a first in many ways. They didn't even have to go look at the monitor.
Mechanics and expedited. We're hearing some new words.
So let's see. That means they're going to spot it. It probably won't be a first down then, depending on where they spot it. And the official's not trying to get...
Well, yeah, where's the ball?
Yeah, but they're now putting it down at the 28 of Penn State. So that's going to make it...
It was out of his hand. You better review that.
Well, they said they already expedited a review.
Well...
but I know what you mean. So that's going to make it third down.
So they lost a little bit of yards there. They're going to go ahead and take a field goal attempt.
So it'd be fourth down, yeah. So the field goal try is going to be, McGuire's going to put it down at the 36, so it'll be a 46-yard try for Jaden Fielding. John Furman, the long snapper for the Buckeyes, over the ball. Joe McGuire is the holder. McGuire puts it down at the 36. Fielding with a kick for a 46-yard field goal try in the air, and he nails it. Jaden Fielding, a 46-yard field goal for Ohio State, and that adds to the Buckeyes' lead. 17-10, Ohio State ahead of Penn State with 10 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Buckeye football brought to you in part by Encova Insurance for auto and home, and circling you with solutions you can trust. Encova, proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Again, timeout on the field, 10:40 to play third quarter. It's 17-10, Ohio State leading Penn State. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
What do football and finances have in common? The team you play with makes a big difference. Credit Union of Ohio is your financial team to help you save and spend like a winner. Whether you're looking to make a big purchase or find ways to build up your savings, you'll always work with a team player at Credit Union of Ohio. Navigate your next big money play easily through Credit Union of Ohio's website at cuofohio.org. That's cuofohio.org. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Seller. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Seller today on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
Hear every Buckeye game every year. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Each Buckeye defensive third down this half is brought to you by Corson Fire and Security, protecting life and property since 1946. From knowledgeable salespeople to highly trained technicians, Corson provides the very best fire protection and security solutions to businesses throughout Ohio. Learn more at Corson.com. Jaden Fielding, now 4-5 on the year, hits a 46-yard field goal to increase Ohio State's lead to 17-10 over Penn State. 10:40 to play third quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive, powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 8 plays, 47 yards, 4:20 off the clock.
And let's hold off on what we were going to do.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we all know one another's sign languages, don't we? Jaden Fielding with the kickoff for Ohio State.
That's all the clock.
Nick Singleton will field it to the 2 for Penn State. Bring it up the right side 10, middle of the field 15. Singleton loose, and he's finally taken down by Caden Curry at the Penn State 25-yard line. Down on the field to Clay Hall.
Yeah, props to that revamped offensive line who put some significant turf behind them on that first drive of the second half. As Jim told you, now over 100 yards rushing. Get a few more, 170, 180, they probably win this football game. They're up 7. They got points right out of the locker room.
1st and 10, Penn State at their own 24-yard line. Quarterback Drew Aller, a junior from Medina High School in the state of Ohio. He's set up in a shotgun with Katron Allen next to him in the backfield. Singleton will motion next to him as well. Aller's going to throw, sets up at his 15. He looks, floats that one up the left side. Caught Tyler Warren, who's tackled at the Penn State 35-yard line. Tyler Warren is by linebacker Cody Simon.
That'll be enough for a first down. So that's his first reception of the ball game. He has a couple rushes in this game, but that was his first reception. They come out of him at halftime, and he makes a play.
His 48th reception of the year. So a fresh set of downs for Penn State, working at their own 35-yard line. He had 17 catches in a game at USC. Crazy. Now Penn State quickly breaks out of the huddle. They've got Aller taking the snap out of a pistol. Aller hands it off Katron Allen, and lineman Jalen Tuimoloau drops him at the Penn State 34-yard line, the defensive end with a play.
Yeah, Ty Hamilton did an excellent job holding things up. Tyleek Williams doing the same type thing inside, allowed JTT to make that play.
So it will be 2nd and 10, Penn State, with that ball put down at their own 35-yard line. Out of the huddle, we'll see Harrison Wallace and Amari Evans go wide to the right. Coming wide to the left, Khalil Dinkins, the tight end, with the inline tight end being the guy we've talked about, Tyler Warren. Drew Aller out of the gun, eyeballs the shifting defense. Aller fakes a handoff, steps up through the pocket with pressure coming, throws upfield, and it's caught at the Ohio State 45-yard line. And the tackle is made on Wallace by safety Lathan Ransom of the Ohio State 41. First down, Nittany Lions.
So Nittany Lions got something cooking on this drive. Drive that started on their own 24. Now they're crossing 50 into Ohio State territory.
And the Buckeyes just can't get home with the pressure on the quarterback.
They're close, but I tell you, Aller's doing a good job moving around that pocket. That time he just stepped up and was able to deliver the pass down the field.
1st and 10, Penn State at Ohio State's 41 with 8:49 to play third quarter. Buckeyes leading 17-10. Julian Fleming will go wide to the right. Drew Aller wide to the left with Tyler Warren, the tight end, set up to take a snap. And he will hand it off. Singleton breaking to the right side, and Singleton tripped up and stopped by Caleb Downs, safety. That stop is made at Ohio State's 39-yard line.
That's good hand-feet timing there. Caleb Downs getting his hand on the feet there, Singleton, to take him down. That's not easy to do. He still picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Caleb Downs, who had 5 tackles last week against Nebraska, gets a big one here. And it's 2nd and 6, Penn State at Ohio State's 37-yard line as we near the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. 3 wide to the right, including Ioane, the offensive lineman. Quarterback Drew Aller in the gun. Katron Allen is to his left. Tight end Tyler Warren is off the line to the left. Ioane now moving in motion. Snap to Drew Aller. Pitches it out. Allen running left side behind blockers, but linebacker Sonny Styles takes him down at the Ohio State 32.
Close to picking up the first down. They're going to go ahead and move the chains.
They are.
Yep, we got it down to the 31. That's 3 first downs on this drive.
So the drive continues for Penn State. Had a 10-0 lead. Now they trail 17-10 to Ohio State. 7.5 to play. Third quarter and the clock rolling. Penn State in a very deliberate huddle. They'll now break ranks with quarterback Drew Aller set up in a shotgun. Katron Allen next to him. 3 wide to the right receivers. Clifford, Fleming, and Wallace. As Drew Aller in the shotgun awaits the snap. He's got it. Aller hands it off. Allen botched up in the middle, and Kenyatta Jackson, defensive end, will fall on top of him at the Ohio State 29.
Yeah, he's been getting some serious playing time today for Jack Sawyer. You wonder if Jack's okay, if they're just kind of resting him up to keep him fresh here for the second half.
Yeah, under 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Penn State looking at 2nd and 8 now at the 29 of Ohio State.
Yeah, Caden Curry, number 92, comes in for Kenyatta Jackson.
Liam Clifford and Harrison Wallace and Julian Fleming and Tyler Warren all set up to the right. Odd formation, and now they'll shift into a conventional one, Penn State. A lot of wind addressing. As Drew Aller is set up in a shotgun. Nick Singleton set up to take the direct snap. He does. Hands it off to Aller, who fakes a reverse, rolls to his right, looking to throw, steps up, boxed in, moves forward, and finally he's tackled at the Ohio State 30-yard line I believe that was Jalen Tuimoloau who dragged him down.
Yeah, it sure was. He gets up in a hurry and runs back to the huddle because he knows Penn State likes to go quick after plays like that.
It's a course and third down, 9 to go. Penn State at the Ohio State 30. They're pulling a lot of stuff out of their trick bag with their formations and movement. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right for quarterback Drew Aller, who's got Nick Singleton in the backfield with him. It's 3rd and 9. Penn State at Ohio State's 30-yard line. Buckeyes up a touchdown here in the third quarter. Penn State's players now looking to their sideline, which is to their right and the north end of the stadium. 3rd and 9. Penn State from the Ohio State 30. Aller to fling it. Lofts that one left side. Caught Tyler Warren. Dropped right at the point where he made the catch by safety Caleb Downs right around the Ohio State 28.
Now let's see if they'll send in their field goal team to add some points here. Looks like that's what they're going to do as James Franklin singles the offense to come off the field.
Well, the field goal was what started the scoring, and Penn State did it first. Ryan Barker hit a 29-yard field goal. This is going to be a 44-yard try for Barker.
It's in his range.
It certainly is. The punter, Riley Thompson, is the holder. Tyler Dzansky is the long snapper. So everybody's set on both lines of scrimmage. Dzansky over the football. Thompson is at the 34 awaiting the snap, puts it down, and the kick by Barker is in the air. That was a low snap, and that one's up and good. So they executed it perfectly. Field goal changes the score. It's 17-13. Ohio State leading Penn State with 5:03 to play third quarter. Timeout on the field. Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance and their local independent agents are prepared for what's next and protect what matters most to you. Whether that's your home, car, business, or family, Encova's got your back with a policy that fits you perfectly. With local independent agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova's playbook is an easy win for your peace of mind. You can trust their team of agents to develop a strategy that's just right for you. And it's not just X's and O's. Your expert agent will guide you and provide insurance solutions so you can confidently manage your risk and count on a financially secure future. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you. Encova is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire. Whether you're in the stadium or on the couch, make sure Buckeye Vodka, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, is in your lineup. Distilled for a smooth finish, it's the perfect play for any game day. Grab yours and please enjoy responsibly. And be sure to follow them on social media at Buckeye Vodka. That's at Buckeye Vodka, 21 and over.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
When you need urgent care, there are many choices, but there's only one advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State Emergency Medicine Physicians. Ohio State Advanced Urgent Care. When you need care fast, the choice is clear. 44-yard field goal from Penn State's Ryan Barker changes the score. It's 17-10. 17-13. Ohio State leading Penn State with 5:03 to play in the third quarter. Down on the field to Clay Hall.
Yeah, offensive line coach Justin Fry going through a little clinic here with Donovan Jackson and Josh Fryer. Really talking about where they can go with this ground game. Maybe they found something. Let's see if they can get 7 instead of 3 this trip.
Well, it certainly was an impressive first drive to start the third quarter that resulted in a fielding field goal.
Yeah, they took it down there, and, obviously it looked like they were going to have that first down, but Will Howard's knee was down on that pass reception down the field, and the official was right there to call it, and they had to settle for that field goal on 4th and 9.
Well, Lorenzo Stiles Jr. and Emeka Ibuka back deep to await the kick. And as we'd like to remind everybody, mostly for our own entertainment, the last time Ohio State had a kickoff return for a touchdown, Jordan Hall in 2010 against Michigan. Wasn't Jordan Hall from Pennsylvania?
I think he was, Paul.
You know?
And I think he likes you bringing up his name each and every week during the football season.
I'm sure he waits anxiously by the transistor radio listening for it. Well, Gabriel Wasu will be kicking off right to left to the two Buckeyes we mentioned, Ibuka and Stiles. With Ohio State leading 17-13 here at Penn State. Wasu's kick in the air, and that one will be a fair catch waveform made by Emeka Ibuka in the end zone. Well, how about Will Howard's day? It's been up and down. He threw an interception, returned for a score. He had a fumble that resulted in a touchback, but he's thrown 2 TD passes. Timeout on the field with a score, 17-13. Ohio State leading Penn State with 5:03 to play third quarter. Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a VIP opportunity through our small business sweepstakes. Winners will be recognized on the field at an Ohio State home football game. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC sweepstakes. Rules and restrictions apply.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Score perks on game day essentials all season long at Giant Eagle. A reminder that Giant Eagle is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 5:03 to play third quarter, 17-13. Ohio State leading Penn State. They announced the attendance today. 111,030 others squeeze their rear ends into the stadium.
That's got to be close to one of the all-time highs here.
I would think so. And right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
First and 10, Ohio State at their own 25, protecting a 17-13 lead over Penn State. With a little more than 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pennsylvania native Will Howard in the shotgun at quarterback. Judkins will be next to him in the backfield. As Will Howard gets the football in his hands, fakes the handoff, takes off running right side. He's going to be stopped around the 21-yard line. Dominic DeLuca, linebacker, right on him to make the play, like a wrestling move.
And DeLuca read that perfect. He was kind of waiting for Will Howard to not hand that ball off. As soon as he realized that Will was going to run, he was able to close in a hurry and make that tackle for loss.
2nd and 12. Ohio State backed up to their own 23-yard line. Jeremiah Smith wide to the right. Carnell Tate, Emeka Ibuka, G. Scott wide left. Judkins in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard. 2nd and 12, Ohio State. In their own territory. Howard back to pass with pressure coming. Howard looks, throws middle of the field, caught by G. Scott. Knocked down at his own 26-yard line after making the catch by safety Jalen Reed. And G. Scott slow to get up.
Yeah, he's going to take a minute or so, and we'll have an official's timeout.
Timeout for an injured offensive player.
Of course, Buckeyes have been without Will Kazmarek, the tight end who was injured in the Oregon game.
Yeah, he had a shoulder issue, and he's going to be gone for a couple of weeks, I think.
And G. Scott is limping off the field with Sharn Barnhouse, the trainer, so Jelani Thurman will come in and replace him as Ohio State looks at 3rd and 8 at their own 27-yard line. Thurman, one of 3 wide to the left. Jeremiah Smith wide right. Henderson to the backfield with quarterback Will Howard on 3rd down. Buckeyes have the ball at their own 27-yard line. Need 8 to convert. Leading 17-13 here in the third quarter as the stadium gets louder. Howard has changed positions for his running back, Travion Henderson. Howard to pass with pressure coming. Steps up through the pocket. Howard grabbed and sacked. Abdul Carter got him around the 24-yard line, defensive end. Second sack of the day, believe, for Abdul Carter.
That's 3 sacks now for Penn State. That time, Carter was run by the pocket. Will Howard, as he stepped up, but was able to, I thought, maybe get some running room there, but Carter turned on the Jets, was able to chase him down from behind.
Junior from Philadelphia, first team All-Big Ten last year. Back deep is Zion Tracy to await Joe McGuire's punt. 3:16 and counting third quarter. It's 4th and 12 Ohio State. The snap from John Perlman will come from the Buckeye 23-yard line. Perlman hikes it all the way back to McGuire with pressure coming. Gets the punt away barely. Tracy backing up still. Gathers it in at his 25. Moves left side to his own 30. And he's going to be knocked down at his 38-yard line by Sonny Styles, who got help from Caden Curry. So Penn State will have the football. 2:56 remaining on the third quarter clock. Timeout on the field with a score 17-13. Ohio State leading. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire. Whether you're in the stadium or on the couch, make sure Buckeye Vodka, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, is in your lineup. Distilled for a smooth finish, it's the perfect play for any game day. Grab yours and please enjoy responsibly. And be sure to follow them on social media at Buckeye Vodka. That's at Buckeye Vodka, 21 and over.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Corona Extra, the official cerveza of La Vida Más Fina. Find the fine life. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. 2:56 to play third quarter here in State College, where Ohio State leads Penn State by a score of 17-13. We are awaiting word on when next week's game, the home game with Purdue for the Buckeyes, will start.
Joe McGuire had a punt of 53 yards, but Tracy returned it 14, so just net of 39. Buckeye defense got to step up here. They haven't recorded a sack yet in this ballgame. We've seen them close several times, but Drew Aller's been able to step away from that pressure and a lot of times get positive yards.
Yeah, by running. Buckeyes defense have come up with one turnover. Davison Igbinosun with an interception to the end zone right before halftime. So Penn State will have the ball to their own 38-yard line. Nittany Lions went up 10-0, but Ohio State soared past them, leading 17-13. Ohio State had another potential touchdown taken away as Will Howard ran to the end zone, but then fumbled the ball out in front of the end zone, or across the side of the end zone. Drew Aller, junior quarterback, gets everybody set. Nick Singleton, tailback, is to his left. Aller's got one receiver, Wallace wide to the left, three wide to the right, as he waits the snap from his center, Nick Dawkins. Snap to Drew Aller, sets up at his own 29, looking to pass, short toss left side. Singleton got it to the Penn State 45 to the 50, and that's where he shoved out of bounds. Right to the midfield stripe by linebacker Sonny Styles, and that should move the chains and does for Penn State.
Yeah, gain of about 12, 13 yards as they move across midfield.
Singleton showing his value as a pass catcher. He had 13 grabs coming into the game. And the ball put at Ohio State's 49.
Yeah, he's been very, very valuable catching the football now. He's got 6 receptions on the game.
Number 15 all-time rushing Penn State history, and they've had some good ones here. First to 10, Penn State at the Ohio State 49-yard line. Singleton remains in the backfield next to his quarterback, Drew Aller. Tight end Jake Reynolds moving in motion. Aller's going to shovel pass ahead to Ty Warren, and the tight end is tackled by lineman Caden Curry right around the Ohio State 47-yard line. He got some help over there, Caden Curry did, from lineman Caden McDonald.
Yeah, just a short gain a couple yards there. Caden Curry read that like a book. He was right there waiting for that pass. As soon as Warren called, he was right there to take him down.
So it's 2nd and 8, Penn State at Ohio State's 47-yard line. Curry, a junior out of Greenwood, Indiana. Nittany Lions will send Omari Evans wide to the right. Julian Fleming, Harrison Wallace, and Tyler Warren started wide left, and Warren will motion right. Singleton in the backfield with Drew Allers. Penn State works from Ohio State's 47. Aller back to pass at his own 45. Pressure coming. Sack. Cody Simon slings him down. Back at the Penn State 40-yard line. Senior linebacker Cody Simon with a sack.
That's a big sack, too. That took him back several yards. Excellent job there. Buckeyes Jim Knowles dials up a blitz. Cody Simon gets through the hole. James Laurinaitis, of course, coaching those linebackers, doing a heck of a job. Cody now with 9 tackles.
That brings up a course in 3rd down for Penn State. 17 to go with the ball back to their own 44-yard line. 17-13, Ohio State leading. Drew Aller and the Nittany Lions spread all over the field as he works out of the shotgun. Singleton in the backfield with him. 3 wide left, single flanker, Wallace to the right. Aller gets the snap. Back at his own 35 to pass. More pressure coming. Aller steps up, and he's going to be sacked again by Jalen Tuimoloau. Defensive end sacks him at the 40 of Penn State.
Boy, we needed some defense to step up and make plays. They did. They gave up 1 first down on that drive. On the first play, they gained like 13 yards. And the next couple plays, Ohio State defense drove them back. Penn State will punt it again.
Jalen Tuimoloau, senior defensive end from Edgewood, Washington, who had a big day here 2 years ago. He makes a big play right there. Brings up 4th down is Riley Thompson. Will have to punt it away for Penn State to Brandon Ennis. Ball in the air. Ennis pointing to people to get away from the football. That one is going to roll inside the Ohio State 20, and Penn State's going to down it at the Buckeye 15-yard line.
Good decision there by Brandon Ennis. There was a lot of traffic where that ball bounced, and he didn't want anybody to get in the way. The old poison call, just get away from that football. Ohio State return team did. They'll take over right here. And the ball spotted. Looks like they're going to put it to 15.
Well, this defense gets a couple of sacks on that last stand, giving them 22 on the year, and it gives the offense the ball. 17-13, Ohio State leading with 15 seconds to play 3rd quarter.
Tuimoloau now has 5 sacks for the year.
And he's got a bunch of them in his career, too, Jim. That's now 16. So Ohio State 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Will Howard in a shotgun. Judkins in the backfield with him, and Howard's going to fake the handoff to Judkins. Looks to throw, tosses upfield. Caught Jeremiah Smith right side to the 30 and tackled at his own 34-yard line by safety Jalen Reed. But Will Howard had to get rid of that with a defender, Amin Vanover, right in his face.
Last play of the 3rd quarter.
It is, and it was a good play, as Will Howard found Jeremiah Smith for the completion. Timeout on the field with a score 17-13. Ohio State leading Penn State after 3 quarters. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
It is time to square off against overpriced family dinners with Donato's all-new bakery crust pizza. A square-cut, thicker bakery-style crust with smoked provolone cheese and Donato's fresh toppings, plus your choice of marinara, ranch, or garlic sauce for dipping. The crust is thicker, but the deal is the kicker. Right now, you can get 2 one-topping bakery crust pizzas for just $19.99. It's a whole lot of pizza for not a lot of dough. Order with the app or at donatos.com.
Get out there and have some fun in a new Toyota with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. Like the best-selling RAV4. Now through November 4th, get 4.99 APR financing on a new gas-powered 2024 RAV4. Or lease a RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Back in State College, Skip Mossick with a check of your college football scoreboard. It is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Encova, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Elsewhere in the Big Ten, fourth quarter in Champaign, Minnesota still leading Illinois 16-10 Gophers. Also in the fourth quarter, Northwestern a 17-13 lead at Purdue. Top 25, third quarter down in Miami. Duke leads the Hurricanes by 3, 28-25. Third quarter, Ole Miss big over Arkansas, 49-17, Ole Miss late third quarter. Fourth quarter, it is Army up on Air Force 13-3. A couple of other games around the state this afternoon. Third quarter, Buffalo, they lead comfortably at Akron 38-7. Eastern Michigan on top of Toledo 13-7. Late third quarter there in Ypsilanti. Ohio State 17, Penn State 13 as we head to the fourth with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels.
Thank you, Skip. Welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
Jeremiah Smith, no catches in the first half, 3 in the third quarter for 41 yards.
And that last one, a big one.
Nice one there. Emeka Ibuka also has 3 catches, one of those in the end zone for a touchdown. That's what the Buckeyes got to be thinking on this drive. Go down and get some points, preferably a TD.
Yes, they've gotten 2 touchdown passes from Will Howard, one to Ibuka, the other to Brandon Ennis. Jaden Fielding has come through with a field goal. Penn State's only touchdown was a defensive score. Zion Tracy intercepted Will Howard and ran it to the end zone for a pick 6. They've had to settle on the leg of their kicker, Ryan Barker. But Ohio State now looking at 1st and 10 with the ball at their own 33-yard line. With one more quarter to play. Buckeyes, 1 loss. Nittany Lions, no losses so far. Out of the huddle comes Ohio State. Smith wide to the left. Ibuka, Tate, and Christian. Eligible receivers on the right side. Pistol set with Howard and Judkins. Quarterback and tailback. Give Judkins running straight ahead. Judkins runs into blockers and then gets shoved forward. He's going to go down around his own 34-yard line as stopping him was linebacker Kobe King.
He really didn't go down. He just ran into a pile of guys, and they blew the whistle. They'll give him a gain of maybe 1.5 yards as he's running behind Seth McLaughlin, the center, and Tegra Shabola, the right guard there on that last play.
So it'll be 2nd and 9. Buckeyes at their own 34-yard line. Judkins, we mentioned, he played against Penn State last year. 34 carries, 106 yards, and a TD catch in the Peach Bowl. 2nd and 9. Ohio State at their own 34. Judkins in the backfield to the right of quarterback Will Howard. Jeremiah Smith wide right. 3 others wide left. And a Howard option pitch. Judkins running right side to his own 40 to the 45, and he makes it to the 50 before he is stopped by lineman Alonzo Ford. That's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
He just abused Jalen Reed there. Reed tried to tackle him, and Judkins wasn't going to have it. He just ran right over him. Buckeyes pick up another first down.
And Will Howard got a little abuse, too, after he option pitched that ball out. First down for the Buckeyes at their own 49-yard line. Early fourth quarter, 17-13, Ohio State leading. Judkins now a sidecar left to Will Howard. Jeremiah Smith out wide right. 3 receivers off the line to the left. Howard fakes the handoff, back to pass. Will Howard, he'll gun that deep down the right side for Jeremiah Smith, and it's incomplete at the 6-yard line as he got behind safety Jalen Reed.
He almost had another great one-handed catch, but just couldn't quite pull that one in. Good play-action fake there by Ohio State and Will Howard. Bought a little extra time, but just overthrew it by maybe 1 yard to Jeremiah Smith on the go route.
Good news is G. Scott comes back in. He had a little problem earlier.
Bennett Christian's been filling in for him.
2nd and 10. Ohio State at their own 49-yard line. Tight end G. Scott will start off on the left side of the line with Carnell Tate and Emeka Ibuka. Brandon Ennis, who's got a touchdown grab, will go wide to the right. Travion Henderson into tailback. 2nd and 10, Ohio State from their own 49-yard line. Will Howard in the shotgun, has the ball, looks, throws middle of the field where it is caught. Brandon Ennis worms his way to the 40 of Penn State where he's stopped by safety. Zaki Wheatley, first down on the catch by Brandon Ennis.
Boy, he's been key today, hasn't he? Mm-hmm. When he gets opportunities, he's been able to step up. Came in this game with just 8 receptions, has a couple today.
Sophomore from Hollywood, Florida, Brandon Ennis. First down, Ohio State at Penn State's 39-yard line on that reception. Changes occurring on the Penn State defensive side. Abdul Carter leaves. Emeka Ibuka and Jeremiah Smith wide to the right for Ohio State. Carnell Tate wide left. Tight end G. Scott inline left. Judkins in the backfield to the left of quarterback Will Howard. First down, Buckeyes at the Penn State 39. Will Howard gets the snap, gives it on a reverse, coming around Ibuka left side, and he's going to be taken down to the Penn State 38-yard line, and there was defensive back Cam Miller to make the tackle of Emeka Ibuka.
Now, just looking at Will Howard's pants, he's got grass stains all the way down his left side. Don't see that very often because you don't play on grass very much.
I know.
Just a second time for Ohio State at Michigan State and here at Happy Valley against the Lions.
2nd and 9. Ohio State at Penn State's 38. Buckeyes leading 17-13, 12-20 to play fourth quarter. Ibuka and Smith are three of the receivers out there, as well as Tate, who's motioning in from the right. And Howard rolling to the right, throws it out where it's complete. Judkins cut down, fumbles the ball at the end of the play, and Penn State's got it, and picking it up, and then finally tackled by Will Howard at the Ohio State 46 is cornerback A.J. Harris. Now we're going to see if they call that incomplete or if they're complete and down or a fumble.
Yeah, Judkins, of course, saying incomplete pass there. I'm sure they'll review this. Every play they review.
Every play they do.
See if they get under the monitor and take a closer peek.
Alan, the officials seem to, I'm not sure, Jim, I didn't see any definitive signal anywhere by any of the officials.
They're kind of talking over there on that Penn State sideline, so let's see what they have. Looks like they're going to rule it incomplete. Yeah, they are.
Ruling on the field was a catch and a fumble recovered by the defense. Previous plays under further review.
Wow, okay. Well, if that play stands, that'd be the third turnover that Ohio State will have been guilty of today. As Quinshon Judkins got hit and hit hard, but then the ball sprang loose. The hit was put on him by Cam Miller, safety. And it looks like as we eyeball a replay, that looks like that's going to be a fumble and a recovery by Penn State. As A.J. Harris, a cornerback, picked it up and advanced it into Ohio State territory.
That looks like it's loose the whole time. I don't know if you ever secured that catch.
Well, yeah, if you're an Ohio State fan, you can hope for that to be what they come out of it with. Clock showing 12 minutes, 3 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter, 17-13. Ohio State ahead of Penn State.
All Souls Day, we might need a prayer here.
Isn't that the truth? Buckeyes have committed 2 previous turnovers. They've been able to get one from Penn State. An interception by Davis and Igmanosin right before the half. But A.J. Harris, sophomore cornerback, in a transfer from Georgia, picked up that fumble. He had a little room to roll, and finally he was cut down by Will Howard. So this is another lengthy review.
Where would that ball be spotted?
If it is a recovery?
Yeah.
Inside the Ohio State 40, I believe, Jim.
No, I don't see a mark on the field or an official standing there. I just see him kind of standing back by the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
After further review, it is an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
What a break for Ohio State.
I think it was a great call.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's a good break.
They're getting it right today.
So, Ohio State will be looking at 3rd and 9 at the Penn State 38. Leading 17-13 with 12:03 to play, fourth quarter. G. Scott, Carnell Tate, Emeka Ibuka wide right, Jeremiah Smith wide left. Travion Henderson in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard, who's in a shotgun. On 3rd down at the Penn State 38. Now Howard is going to move some people around.
Coach Dave might get a timeout here.
He's doing a lot of movement on the sideline there. Howard back in the shotgun. 3rd down, Ohio State at Penn State's 38. Howard to throw. He looks, and he'll gun that up the left side where it's caught by Jeremiah Smith, stepping out of bounds at the Penn State 25-yard line, and he did so in front of corner Elliott Washington. That's a 1st down for the Buckeyes.
He's money, isn't he? Boy, oh boy. He stepped up in this second half, and kind of thought he would. We would need him in this second half, and they've gone to him, and now the Buckeyes are almost in that field goal territory, but let's go get a touchdown now.
And they're eating up a lot of clock here, too. 11:42 and counting, fourth quarter. 17-13, Ohio State leading. 1st down with a football at Penn State's 24-yard line. Howard in the gun with a snap, hands Travion Henderson. Henderson is going to be wrestled down right at about the line of scrimmage, the 24. Getting in there to bring him down was linebacker Dominic DeLuca.
He's a sure tackler, and we've seen him make a couple sure tackles there in the hole. It's hard to get away from his grip.
Penn State's always had good linebackers. DeLuca, King, Rojas, they've made some good plays today.
Well, Jack Ham, our buddy that does radio.
Just talked to Jack earlier today.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jack Ham fan. After he told me today he thought I sounded like John Facenda.
Ooh.
2nd and 9. Ohio State with the ball at Penn State's 23-yard line.
They have to give you some poetry to read.
Yeah, really. Nobody needs that. 17-13, Buckeyes leading and driving. Snap to Will Howard. Howard fakes a handoff, looks, rolls, runs. 25-yard line, gets to the Penn State 20, and he's out of bounds, where defensive end Abdul Carter closed the field down on him right around the Penn State 20.
Yeah, 21-yard line. Right in between that's where they're going to mark this. So Buckeyes in another third down situation.
And they're certainly in field goal range. 3rd and 7 with the ball to Penn State's 21.
4 of 9 on third downs today so far.
Carnell Tate, G. Scott wide right. Emeka Ibuka, Jeremiah Smith wide left. Henderson in the backfield with Will Howard. 3rd and 7. Buckeyes at Penn State's 20. Pass middle of the field complete to G. Scott. No, they say incomplete. He was cut down by safety Jalen Reed right around the 16-yard line as G. Scott came off the right flank.
38-yard field goal. Let's see where they end up spotting this ball for kick.
So Jaden Fielding today, he gave Ohio State their last score. That came on a 41-yard try.
This will be 39, it looks like.
Yes, it will. 39-yard field goal for the junior Jaden Fielding from League City, Texas. Furman, the long snapper, over the ball. McGuire will put it down at the 29-yard line. Fielding to try a 39-yard field goal. The ball's down. The kick by Fielding is in the air. That's toward the uprights, and Fielding has that one go right through the goalpost to give Ohio State 3 more points. It is 20-13. Ohio State leading Penn State with 10 minutes and 13 seconds to play fourth quarter. Timeout on the field. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
American Electric Power is a proud sponsor of Buckeyes Care.
Hi, I'm Janelle Coleman with American Electric Power. AEP comes together with our communities to create a better future every day. Whether we serve, build, or simply share with others, we make Central Ohio brighter for our neighbors. Our collaboration with Buckeyes Care is another way we work to make the future boundless for all.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you're here, you understand what it means to be a Buckeye. And at Elk & Elk, we're proud to wear scarlet and gray every Saturday. Every client, every day, means if you're ever injured, we're proud to stand with you in court. And when you're here at the shoe, we're proud to stand with you and cheer on the Buckeyes.
Whether we're here at the big game or in court, we are committed to you.
Elk & Elk, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Stay safe this season. Make a plan for a safe ride home. If you drive drunk, you will be caught and you will be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over. Funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Jaden Fielding with a 29-yard field goal, his second of the day. It increases Ohio State's lead to 20-13 here at Penn State with 10:13 to play in the fourth quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 12 plays, 64 yards, 5:02 off the clock, quickly down to Clay Hall.
Yeah, Buckeye reinforcements have made their way to the sideline. President Ted Carter, Athletic Director Ross Bjort, AD for Communications Jerry Emick. I'm hoping they're bringing a new play call that might break this game wide open.
Wouldn't that be nice? Jaden Fielding, who now on the season is 5 for 6 for making field goals. is set to kick off. Jalen Kimber and Nick Singleton back deep for Penn State to await the football. It's 20-13, Ohio State leading. Kickoff in the air, and that'll land in the end zone for a touchback.
Good kick.
Yes, it was.
Kicks by Jaden Fielding. Yeah, when you got a good one, and he puts them through the uprights and he kicks touchbacks, everybody's smiling.
Well, he had that game back in September where he had apparently some sort of an injury problem where he had 3 straight that went out of bounds, but he got it right.
Defense is coming off a drive where they had back-to-back sacks. Let's see if they can duplicate that.
They'd like more sacks. Drew Aller, junior quarterback from Medina, Ohio, sets up in the shotgun. He's got 2 men in the backfield with him, hands to one of them. And it is Singleton who goes straight ahead, and Singleton is put down on the ground around the Penn State 29-yard line. He had one defender that came close to making contact at first, and eventually he was finished off by Jalen Tuimoloau. I believe Caleb Downs was in there also.
Number 2, Caleb Downs at the bottom of that pile.
So 2nd and 6. Penn State at their own 29-yard line. Nittany Lions have been sailing through the year undefeated. Had a close call with Bowling Green, and even closer when they had to win in overtime at USC. 2nd and 6, Penn State at their own 29. Dinkins and Warren motion from left to right. Aller in the gun. Allen Singleton in the backfield with him. Drew Aller set to pass. Lobs that one deep down the right side. Tyler Warren, and he makes a great grab. Taken out of bounds at the Ohio State 40. Safety Lathan Ransom guarding tight end Tyler Warren, but he makes a fantastic catch for a first down in Buckeye territory.
Well, that was a great throw by Drew Aller. He put it right on top of him. Threw it high enough to get it over Lathan Ransom and right into Warren's hands.
And right to the line of scrimmage goes Penn State. Snap to Drew Aller from the Ohio State 40. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Aller goes running ahead, and he's going to be tripped up and stopped at the Ohio State 38-yard line as Tyleek Williams, defensive lineman, brought him down.
Great pressure by our defensive tackles. They collapsed that pocket there. Aller had no time to look down the field. Had to take it and scramble again.
Under 9 to play fourth quarter. 20-13, Ohio State leading. Penn State 2nd and 6 with the ball at the Ohio State 36-yard line. Liam Clifford, Julian Fleming go wide to the left. Harrison Wallace wide right. Offset eye surrounding Drew Aller in the backfield as Clifford motions around to the right. Handoff will go to Katron Allen, and he's stopped for a loss. The shooting in to get him was corner Jordan Hancock, with Allen going down around the Ohio State 36. Brings up a course and 3rd down.
Got to think it's 4-down territory for Penn State, so get a big stop here, get a tackle for loss. Looks like we have an injured player.
Yes, and I believe that may be Tyleek Williams for Ohio State.
Full media timeout.
Defensive lineman. Play is stopped with 8 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the fourth quarter here in State College, Pennsylvania, with Ohio State owning a 20-13 lead over Penn State. Timeout. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
The gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
We have acres of brand new Chevys, Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, and Ram vehicles, as well as used cars and trucks that you're looking for at the Jeff Weiler Columbus Auto Mall in Canal Winchester. And if we don't have what you're looking for, we can find it at one of our 23 other locations. So come shop the lot or view over 2,000 cars right at your fingertips at JeffWeilerColumbusAutomall.com. Plus, use Weiler Direct to see monthly payments, value your trade, and get pre-approved. Rooted in family, driven by you.
It's Bobby Carpenter. Join us Monday morning at 6 for the Morning Juice on 97.1 The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where they've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. 8 minutes, 19 seconds to play fourth quarter at Beaver Stadium. It's 20-13, Ohio State ahead of Penn State. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever, your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
20-13, Ohio State leading Penn State with 8:19 to play fourth quarter. Injured defensive lineman Tyleek Williams walked off the field, but he walked off with his arms around a couple of people.
Yeah, and they took him right over, looking at him in the tent right now. Obviously a 3rd and 5 situation. If Penn State passes, you need to get pressure on the quarterback, get a sack. We've had a couple sacks in this ball game the last series. They need to duplicate that effort again right now. That'll knock him out of field goal range.
Jason Moore is the replacement, a defensive tackle for Ohio State. So 3rd and 5. Penn State with the ball at the Ohio State 35-yard line.
Looks like they're going to bring Edric Houston in, number 96, the freshman.
Okay, Moore went right back out.
Yep.
So Penn State quickly out of the huddle as quarterback Drew Aller is one of 3 off the line to the right. Tyler Warren, tight end, set to take a snap. Warren gets the ball, fakes the throw, takes off running left side. Warren wide to the left, and he gets by people to get the first down, gets to the Ohio State 20. Finally, he's inside the 10 and taken down inside the 5 goes Tyler Warren right at about the 3-yard line, where Tyler Warren just chugged upfield and the Buckeyes couldn't get him stopped. Wow.
Excellent play there by the Nittany Lions. You're right. He tight-roped that sideline and made the big play. They're going to spot that to the 3-yard line.
Where it'll be 1st and goal. Penn State with the football, trailing 20-13. Trying to do something about that now with 7:40 to play in the game. Hero Canoe and Caden McDonald come in as extra defensive linemen. Pistol formation with Aller at quarterback, Allen behind him at tailback. Give to Allen, goes straight ahead, and he's going to be piled up and stopped right at about the 2. Maybe got a yard, as Ohio State was able to get a bunch of big bodies in there to wedge him to the ground at the bottom of the pile of safety Lathan Ransom along with linebacker Sonny Stiles.
Maybe a half yard on there. Good job by the defense. Need another stop right here.
Luke Reynolds, extra tight end, will come in. It'll be 2nd and goal Penn State. That ball's between the 2 and the 3 of Ohio State. C.J. Hicks, linebacker, entering for the Buckeyes. 2nd and goal Penn State at the Ohio State 3 with the Buckeyes leading 20-13. Again, it'll be a pistol formation. Drew Aller and Katron Allen. Tight ends all over the place. Iowane, offensive lineman, motioning from the right. Handoff Katron Allen. He moves forward, maybe gets to the 1, maybe not, as Ohio State piles more bodies up to keep him from getting in there. Cody Simon, linebacker, one of the main people in there, along with Ty Hamilton, lineman, and defensive end Jack Sawyer.
Yeah, they're going to put that at the 1.5-yard line, so about a yard gain for the Nittany Lions on that last play, running behind the left side of their offensive line, but the defense got some pushback again. They need to do it again, at least 2 more plays.
So 3rd and goal, Penn State at Ohio State's 2 with 6:15 and counting fourth quarter. 20-13, Buckeyes leading. Iowane, offensive lineman, out wide to the right. 3 tight ends left side, now one of them Reynolds on the right. Pistol formation with Aller at quarterback. He gets the snap, hands it off Katron Allen, and again he's going to be piled up and stopped short. Play comes to an end right between the 1 and the 2-yard line. Lathan Ransom in there to shove Drew Aller away from where the football may have been.
Caden McDonald getting out all excited after that play. Their number 98 got some pushback.
Hero Canoe was down there at the bottom of that pile as well, and Ty Hamilton, and Penn State's going to send personnel in here for 4th and goal at the 1 of Ohio State.
Huge play here, obviously. Need a stop.
Need a stop. We saw Buckeyes get a stop like this last week against Nebraska. Ohio State with some changes as well. Drew Aller's got Nick Singleton in the backfield with him. Iowane out wide to the left. Tight ends Warren.
He's going to do a quarterback something, Warren.
Yeah, Warren is off a wing left. Iowane in motion. Snap to Drew Aller, looking to throw. Aller lobs in the end zone. Incomplete as that ball was thrown for Dinkins. And back there to cover was safety Caleb Downs. Buckeyes take over on Downs, as Khalil Dinkins, who caught the game-winning touchdown last week for Penn State, can't get to that one. And Ohio State's defense stands tall. They'll take over with 5:13 to play in the game, holding a lead of 20-13. Timeout on the field. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Evan Williams Bourbon is the official bourbon sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This fall, reach for Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Evan Williams 1783 Small Batch. Made in Louisville, Kentucky, this lineup of award-winning bourbon is extra aged for a rich and smooth taste that's easy to enjoy. Sip Evan Williams neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Go Buckeyes! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43.45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Think wisely, drink wisely.
Ohio seniors, it's time to make the right call for better Medicare benefits with Medical Mutual. Plans start at $0 per month and include $0 doctor visits and $0 generic prescription drugs. Visit medmutual.com/review or call 1-866-966-9338 to find a plan today. MedMutual Advantage plans are HMO, HMO, POS, and PPO plans offered by Medical Mutual of Ohio with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in a MedMutual Advantage plan depends on contract renewal.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
20-13, Ohio State leading Penn State. 5:13 to play, fourth quarter here in State College. Time to spotlight today's best in game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, who works hard to be the best in the game and is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Well, after that goal line stop on downs, you got to go give it to the defense. Cody Simon leading the defense right now with 10 tackles.
Well, Ohio State's going to start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line, looking to burn 5:13 off the clock. Quarterback Will Howard is going to snuggle under his center, Seth McLaughlin. Quinshon Judkins behind him at tailback. Buckeyes from their 1. Howard takes the snap and leans forward, and he's going to push the pile up to about the 5. Dominic DeLuca, linebacker, in there to help bring that play to an end, along with lineman Devon J. Thomas.
Seth McLaughlin shaking his hand there, shaking his fist after that play. Big push inside by our center and 2 guards. Gave us 4 yards there.
Yes, it did. 2nd and 6. Ohio State with the ball just a hair past the 5-yard line. As
do
they
that
move
one
from
again.
Right to left. Why not? Why not? Buckeyes huddled, which we don't. We see it more often than we used to. Let's put it that way. Ibuka wide right. Tate wide left. Tight ends on each side of the line. Judkins in the backfield with Will Howard, who's in a shotgun. Snap to Will Howard. Hands to Judkins, running right side over right tackle. Busts his way up to the 14, where he is finally stopped by defensive end Amin Vanover, and that is a first down pickup for Ohio State, presented by Kroger.
That's a big first down. Now you huddle up. You take time off that play clock, right?
Yeah.
No need to be in a hurry right now.
Running game looking healthy at this moment.
Yeah, it's just when you needed it, right?
Yep. As we near the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter, and Ohio State protecting a 20-13 lead over Penn State. Coming from down 10 points to grab this lead.
Now they better break that huddle.
They better, yeah. 1st and 10, Ohio State at their own 14, and they do so with Howard and Judkins making up a pistol formation in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the left. Tight end Scott on the right. Howard with a snap. Hands to Judkins. Judkins running straight ahead. He gets to the 20 before he is tackled by defensive end Amin Vanover. What about the day for Quinshon Judkins today?
Yeah, he's chugging, and the offensive line's getting done. This revamped offensive line with Donovan Jackson at left tackle. Carson Hinsman, number 75, the last year's center, now playing left guard. I think they found a combination.
They certainly seem to have. As the clock now is rolling, 3:18 and counting. 2nd and 4, Ohio State with the ball at their own 20-yard line, leading 20-13.
They're milking it right now.
They sure are. Trying to get what would be an 8th straight win over the Nittany Lions. Smith, wide right. Tate and Ibuka wide left. Offset eye with Christian and Judkins surrounding Howard in the backfield. And Judkins the give again. Judkins loose all the way to the 30 and taken down at his own 35. Finally, it was Zakee Wheatley, the safety, that got him off balance, but Quinshon Judkins racks up another Ohio State first down.
Now you got to think Penn State's got to be thinking some timeouts here. I mean, 2 more first downs, this game's over.
And we near the 2-minute mark with a timeout coming. 2:38 and rolling. Judkins out. Travion Henderson in at tailback. And G. Scott will return and replace Bennett Christian at tight end for Ohio State.
The running game has woken up.
And Penn State is watching the clock running down. 1st and 10. Ohio State with the ball at their own 35-yard line, leading 20-13. Carnell Tate motions to the left. Out wide left, Jeremiah Smith. Howard gets the snap, hands it off Henderson. Shooting straight ahead goes Henderson, tackled at his own 41-yard line. Travion Henderson as Penn State gets the stop made by Zane Durant, defensive lineman, and we hit the 2-minute timeout here in the fourth quarter. Timeout with 2 minutes left in the game, 20-13. Ohio State ahead of Penn State. Today's broadcast presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
For over 30 years, Schumacher Homes has been building affordable custom homes throughout the Buckeye State. Experience true customization on your land, your way, without any compromises. Come visit any of our 9 Ohio model home and design studio locations to see the latest in design trends and learn about our award-winning building process, or start online at SchumacherHomes.com. You'll be surprised how affordable a custom home will be. Schumacher Homes, proud home building sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Looking for a drink that is bold, smooth, and naturally sweet? Look no further than Patron Añejo. Our tequilas are handmade, using traditional methods to deliver a signature flavor. Patron Añejo is the perfect blend of sophistication and complexity. Sip it neat, on the rocks, or with a splash of fresh pineapple juice. Made with just 3 natural ingredients: Blue Weber agave, yeast, and water. Patron is proudly additive-free. Patron Añejo, made by hand, crafted by passion. Drink responsibly. Imported by Patron Spirits Company, Coral Gables, Florida. Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
Today's broadcast is presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
20-13, Ohio State leading Penn State with 2 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Here at Beaver Stadium. Stay tuned next week as Ohio State hosts Purdue. Stay tuned to this station for the airtime of our AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show. And a reminder to stay with us after the game for the Encova Insurance postgame show. We'll hear from Coach Ryan Day prior to his postgame press conference and announce our postgame awards, including the IBEW Electric Play of the Game. There's some decent choices for that, Jim.
Yeah, there are some decent choices for that. But I tell you, this defense has really stepped up. That 4-down stop, they had 1st and goal at the 3-yard line, 3.5 maybe. And they ran 3 times, and on 4th down, they went for a pass that fell incomplete. That was a huge stop, obviously, in this ball game. And then, after that, Ohio State's kept the ball on the ground. Drive started on the 1-yard line. They got it all the way out now to the 41-yard line, and we're talking another 2 first downs, or at least 1 first down. A couple more plays after that. It's not going to be much time. Now, Penn State still has all their timeouts. I would have thought maybe they would have used one there before that 2-minute timeout. They chose not to, but they can take them home with them.
Ted Holbrook, that 4th down stop might be our play, so keep that in mind. Would you like using the radio for an intercom? 2 minutes to play. Ted Holbrook, our in-studio producer, who's been doing this at a high level for a lot of years.
Couldn't do it without him.
No. We had to for a short period of time, and we missed him. 2nd and 4. Ohio State with the ball at their own 41-yard line, leading 20-13. And huddling up around quarterback Will Howard from Downington, Pennsylvania. He'll send Tate and Ibuka wide right. Tight end Scott on the right side. Tight end Christian on the left. Tailback Judkins to the left of Will Howard. 2nd and 4. Ohio State with the ball at their own 41. Snap to Will Howard. Hands it off Quinshon Judkins, and he's going to get bottled up. Lineman Abdul Carter, one of the many Penn State players who had a hold of him, right around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line.
Set up a 3rd and 2 for Ohio State.
Timeout, Penn State. First time out of the half, 30 seconds in length. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1:55.
So Ohio State has overcome some of their own difficulties, beginning with a pick 6 thrown by Will Howard that Zion Tracy ran into the end zone for a score. Will Howard then lost a fumble trying to get into the end zone.
Yeah, so the game clock went to 1:54. They added another second to make it 1:55.
Yeah. But then Will Howard's thrown 2 TD passes, a 25-yarder to Emeka Ibuka, and then he threw another one to Brandon Ennis for 21 yards.
Well, they've been doing it this whole drive. Keep it on the ground, pick up a first. Maybe Will Howard keeps it here and gets a first himself.
3rd and 2. Yes, I'm sorry, Jim.
That quarterback sneak looked good on the first play.
It sure
of this
did
drive.
from their own 1. 3rd and 2. Ohio State with the ball at their own 43-yard line with 1:55 to play in the game, leading 20-13.
And shotgun right now, so that's not going to happen.
With Judkins off his left-hand hip. Tight ends on each side of the line. 2 wides to the right. Snap to Howard, running left side. Will Howard, he gets to the 46 where he is taken down at the 46 by defensive end Amin Vanover. That'll get the first down. It'll get Will Howard pumping his fist. And it might get the Buckeyes a big-time victory.
Boy, was he excited. And the only guy that maybe was just as excited was Ryan Day over there on that sideline after Will Howard. Kept it in Will's hands there, and that time he held on to that football.
He sure did. He held on to that like some of us do with a 12-pack of cold bottles coming out of the convenience store.
The clock's running.
It is, minute and a half to play. 4th quarter. 20-13. Ohio State leading Penn State.
What are we going to do here? The play clock's down to 5.
Take a timeout?
Yep.
Sure did. And the game clock is at 1:19.
Timeout, Ohio State. First charge of the half. 30-second timeout.
Well, Jim, you just can't help but think about all of the concerns that came out of last week's game against Nebraska. Yes, it was a win, but it had people wringing their hands like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, top 5 opponents that they played against. Oregon, and then they had to suffer, sit around for a week, think about that 2 weeks with the bye. A lot of things going back and forth about the offense, especially in that 4th quarter, about the defense not getting pressure on the quarterback, and then you get to Nebraska, and it's a 4-quarter ball game. A lot of people thought that would be a blowout type game. Coming here into Penn State, not a lot of people had confidence that the Buckeyes would be able to come out here with a victory, but still got some work to do with here. Another first down will do it. Couple more plays, positive plays, will tilt the victory towards Ohio State's direction.
1:20 on the 4th quarter clock. 20-13, Ohio State leading. First down, Buckeyes with the ball at their own 46. Jeremiah Smith will break out wide to the right. 3 tight ends on the left side of the line. Jelani Thurman, G. Scott, and Bennett Christian. Travion Henderson to the backfield to the left of quarterback Will Howard. First down, Buckeyes from their own 46. Now Thurman shifts to the right side as a tight end. Snap to Will Howard. Hands Travion Henderson. Skips through the 50 and is taken down at the 47 of Penn State by safety Zakee Wheatley.
They had 6 down linemen there. They had 4 down and then 2 outside linebackers on that line of scrimmage.
Second charge of the half. Please reset the game clock to 1:16.
And Travion Henderson was not far from squirting past everybody and scampering all the way to the house.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. As soon as you get by that first layer, there's some room to run. He got by that first layer and picked up 6 yards.
So Ohio State now staring at 2nd and 4 with the ball spotted at the Penn State 48-yard line.
1 timeout left, so they could use it after this play. But if Ohio State picks up a first down, this ball game's over.
And as you said, Jim, they've been keeping the ball on the ground here. There's been no reason to put it in the air.
Started at the 1-yard line. Now they're at the 48. The opposite 48.
And this is a Penn State defense that was 3rd best in the nation in first downs allowed.
Yeah, yardage too. Just 93 yards on the ground that they've given up on average for the year.
Yeah. So now, 2nd and 4, Ohio State at the Penn State 48 with 1:16 to play in the game. 20-13, Buckeyes on top. 3 tight ends on the right side of the line. Wide receiver Jeremiah Smith flanked out to the left. Travion Henderson off the right hip of quarterback Will Howard. We're to 2nd and 4, Ohio State at Penn State's 48. Feed goes to Henderson, running straight ahead. Henderson, a second effort, might get him near the 46 before he's thrown to the ground. Penn State head linebacker Tony Rojas in there to impede the progress, along with defensive lineman Alonzo Ford, and there's the last timeout for the Nittany Lions.
Little to no gain on that play, so they got work to do on this 3rd down.
With 1:10 to play in the 4th quarter.
Buckeyes better on 3rd downs this week. Last week 1 for 10. They're 5 for 11 right now, but the 6th one might be the game winner if they can find a way here on 3rd. Now, they've been at 3 tight end formation several times. You almost think if you're going to do 3 tight ends and runs, you get 3 extra offensive linemen in there. You know what I mean? And
right.
Just say, hey, we're going super heavy, and we're just going to run the football. Ohio State chose to keep their pass-catching tight ends in there. Jelani Thurman's been in there, Bennett Christian, and G. Scott.
Well, the timeout is expired. Said to be 3rd and 3. Ohio State with the ball at Penn State's 47. With 1:11 to play, and the Buckeyes leading 20-13. They break the huddle. Jeremiah Smith, wide left. The 3 tight ends you talked about are end of the line on the right, with Will Howard in a shotgun. Now G. Scott will motion to the left. Quinshon Judkins in the backfield, and Ryan Day is going to take a timeout as there appeared to be confusion.
Yeah, with those tight ends.
Yes, there was.
They didn't know who was going to motion over, and G. Scott says, I'll motion over, and there was still some confusion, and Ryan Day didn't like the look of that conversations that those guys were having, so they'll dial up another play, but they showed him something there the last couple times, and it's pretty much the same type of thing. They've had 3 tight ends on one side, one motions over to the opposite side, and they've run the football.
Of course, we've seen that mode of confusion used as a decoy at times.
Yep. That looked like true confusion.
It really did.
I don't think they were faking anything there.
No. Riddle me this. 3rd and 3.
It'll be loud here.
Ohio State at Penn State's 47 as this crowd of 111,000 tries to become a factor. Buckeyes at the 47 of Penn State. 3rd and 3. 2 tight ends on the right. The third one, G. Scott motions left. Smith wide left. Howard in the shotgun with a snap. Keeps the ball after he faked the handoff. Rolls to the left side. Howard to the 40, and he slides down at the 39. Will Howard after picking up the first down.
That's ball game, Paul.
He could have run into the end zone.
He could have kept running, but he didn't need to. Why risk fumbling or anything like that? Now they just got to take the victory formation, take a knee, and get out of Happy Valley with a victory.
That was a slide like he was going into third base. And with less than a minute to play, the clock will continue to churn as Ohio State leads 20-13. And they just got to take a couple of more snaps, maybe just one.
How about that? They ran the ball all the way from the 1-yard line down to the 40-yard line of Penn State for a victory.
Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, and Emeka Ibuka will surround quarterback Will